We are going to try something new today. We are going to go ahead and start playing with Vikings today. We're looking into what actually happens when you start reading one of the Cthulhu books, how you start slowly going mad, and how your brain starts developing its own way. I don't really know how to describe the undescribable horrors because they're undescribable, but I am hoping the best that this can show you that when you start getting sucked into a book and you really like it, it is something that is glorious, but sometimes is infuriating, especially when you can't finish or, you get sucked into it so deep that it starts changing your life. Some things like this actually happen, and it's good. In this way, it's really not, because they start feeling all the pains and everything else that actually happens to the creatures and people that are described inside the book. I do hope you guys completely enjoy these sessions that we have, and it gives you a little insight. I know I'm a little bit different than other DMs or other things that you've heard, but in this way, you learn different types of things, and hopefully, you guys enjoy. Thank you for listening. Today is 11/18, November 18th. We are all here. Max is back and here to stay. Let's see what the boys are getting up to today.
Corbitt saw what happened. Oh, first of all, John kind of lost it, and he grabbed the cop and managed to bring the cop into the guy's home and show him. But the cop did not lose sanity, but trying to make sense out of what he saw, this big mass that was actually blown away by a gunfire. In the cop's mind, what the cop saw, in his mind, he saw a bunch of children killed in a big pile because they were just arms and legs.
Yep.
So John managed to talk his way out of it, and the cop let him go. We went across the street to John's house.
He gave a fake license. He gave a fake name, but he gave over a license and name and whatnot, and said, "You can find me here. You will find me here. I'm not running away.
But
I can't be here."
But Corbitt had broken into John's house and was waiting for us. So he came out when we were all in the living room. He came out and stepped in, foaming at the mouth. You killed my son, and then there was a struggle, and we managed to kill him.
Out of game. What happened was he had a spell called contact Yog-Shoggoth.
Yeah.
And bring forth Yog-Shoggoth. And he had contacted Yog-Shoggoth easily. I rolled a 6 for him, so he's fine. Just small sanity loss, but other than that, and Yog-Shoggoth said, they killed my vessel, so don't go home. You can find them here.
So
as Yog-Shoggoth,
and then he started casting and held. So once he released the energy, it summoned a minion of Yog-Shoggoth.
Yeah.
And for you guys,
yeah.
It doesn't disappear if you kill the caster. It just means he cannot get any more directions, and it's a free-willed creature.
Yeah.
So if you didn't kill him, he would just wander out and do whatever the hell he wanted.
Right.
But you guys shot him and hurt and took away part of the form, so he's just pissed at you.
Right.
Because that's all I can think of is a minion. If they didn't do any damage and the guy died, he would have just gotten peace and walked out.
Right.
But because you had damaged it, a significant amount of damage.
It wanted retaliation. Yeah.
So that's the only thing I could think of. But all he had to do is say the one phrase, and it would have canceled the whole spell. And that's how that spell goes.
We killed both the servant of Yog-Shoggoth and Corbitt.
Okay.
And what I was going to ask you is, because we ended and broke away, we ended the game and we all went home and everything at that point. But should we start by rolling ability increases?
Yeah, you told me you didn't want to do it until Max is here because he still has to roll all of his.
Right.
So you said we still have to do Max's anyway, so we might as well just do it all together.
Right.
I've got a couple.
Yeah. But they had also had you pass a stealth check and
I've already passed one.
and a persuade check.
I've already passed one.
Okay.
But thank you.
So I wanted to make sure that at least you got the extra 2. And a spot hidden.
I've already passed one.
Okay.
But I will need an eraser if you have a pencil with an eraser.
I do have a pencil. I do have an eraser. I might have to sharpen it.
Now,
Yes.
to gain an increase in
You want to fail your roll.
right. We
Because
want to
what
roll
that
higher.
That means that you have learned something
Right.
from your experience. So you want to fail the. You don't want to pass it because if you pass it, that means that you've only dealt with the stuff that you've already known.
Right.
So that means that the better you get at something, it's harder to get better at it.
Right. It makes sense if you're already super good at something.
Yeah, you would have to roll if you and the highest you technically can get is an 80.
Okay.
I have a tray if you want.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much. Nope, that does not go up.
Okay. And then if you fail your check to say you gain a level,
I've got a 53 in fast talk. I'm gonna hit that.
Go for it.
I do not.
so
Fire.
So I erase the mark.
you erase the mark because every adventure, as long as you do your fast talk or whatnot, you have the ability to get better at it.
Gotcha.
It just meant that from your fast talk, everyone was so easily persuaded by you. You didn't learn a new technique or something like that.
Okay.
You can't go up in Cthulhu Mythos
No, but I
until
already
you
did.
do something that damages your.
I read a book last night and am slowly losing sanity, but potentially, hopefully, gaining a spell. But I have the manias I know of include the mania of the stars and mania of the color purple.
Which, fortunately, nothing was the color purple now. But these are going to start stacking and making it a lot harder for you and me.
I was gonna. Yeah, I know I have to go to therapy for that. Can we go to therapy as a group or something?
Group therapy.
Well, it's the phobias that you have to pretty much roll a critical success. You have to roll it's like a 4 or under to get rid of a phobia.
Damn it. I don't know anything about
Going up means you go up by 1 point, correct?
No, you roll a d10 and you go up by a d10.
Oh.
Okay, so I went up in my list skill so
Right.
far.
So you can gain
it's a
good
D10.
numbers, but the last couple of times, every time you went up, you rolled like a 2 or a 3. So you never really went up.
Yeah. So, but now I'm rolling a d10.
You're rolling it. Well, you always went up a d10. You're rolling a d10 to say that's how many points you're better at it.
Okay.
But you had to roll higher than your number, so you had to fail the check
Yes.
to say you did something that you not normally did. So, let's say
Gotcha.
you did mechanics or science. You worked with a different type of science or a different testing system or something else, so you learned a new thing that made it easier for you to do science.
Or I just went up. If I'm reading this right,
yes.
I went up. So I went up. I passed or failed my listen check.
Yes.
And then I rolled a d10.
Yeah.
And I got an 8.
Yeah. So then
I go up
8 points in
listen. Okay.
Which means that now you are, because of your paranoias, you are now listening to certain sounds, and now since you've dealt with this type of strange thing, Now you know what maybe a Gregorian chant sounds like, or
Okay.
a certain.
Or I've learned to put a tissue on the other end of a glass to amplify,
Yeah.
like, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, but listen is more like a natural listen. The last one I did look a little bit more into the skills, and it was fast talk means that if you have a short amount of time to talk to someone, you're doing a legitimately fast talk to get someone to do. If you want to persuade someone, you're trying to persuade someone over a period of time.
Okay,
So
then
if you
I
have
have
five,
I thought
if you
fast
have
talk
like
was slick
if you
talk.
have like 5
I've been
to a
doing
half
that.
an hour to talk to someone, that's persuade. Fast talk is you come up something on demand.
Okay, good to know. Ooh, and then this is going to be nice. I have an occult roll to roll, but I have 5% occult. So if I roll under 5, there's a problem. Okay, good. 66.
Occult?
I have
Yes,
a
occult.
occult
Fine.
checked.
But you passed your occult check. That
Yeah.
was the whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but now I get to go up in points in occult.
Just don't roll a 1.
5.
Okay.
That's not bad. A
Yeah.
10% shot.
Well, you guys read and saw a whole bunch of stuff about Yog Shagat, the cult of Yog Shagat, so that makes sense.
10.
Something that I didn't really realize, but it's kind of pointed out there. So if you look at your character sheet, then it has a percent on something that you don't have. So, like psychoanalysis.
Yep.
You have a 0.1% on psychoanalysis.
Yeah.
You could try to psychoanalyze anyone, but that is the base of all humanity. That's the base number that everyone has. So everyone has a 15 in intimidate. If you want to put points into it, it goes higher than that.
Gotcha.
Everyone has a 5% in history because everyone should know some history. As if you go, everyone has a 30% in first aid.
And like swim 20%, everyone can kind of tread water.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is a natural thing to say these characters who have done this much in life, this is what their base stats are. So if you don't have first aid, it's a 30. If it's like a gunshot wound, most people know how to hold the gunshot wound close.
Yes.
So if it's just your base stat, you can get it, but it's not like you're going to use first aid to get health back. If you had points into it, you could use first aid to get someone to get better.
Okay.
But you can stop someone from dying with a first aid that you don't have training in. Stand here so you guys can hear.
I can hear everything you're saying.
I'm making sure that everyone can hear.
Okay.
So, the thoughts of today is we can continue on the adventure that we have. Or, what I was going to have you do is, your characters, one has a can that went up and attacked his spleen and almost died. We have another person who... What happened to you? Kevin,
What's that?
what happened to you? You almost died, right?
Yeah, down to like 0 hit points.
Yeah, and you rolled a 3-4, which meant that you have 3 rounds before you die.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think it was an attack by the child.
no, it was with demon. Everyone went down.
Oh, it was the demon.
Yeah.
The spawn of Yog
So
Shagat.
one took like 10 points of damage. So like
Yeah.
the hand went up into the spine of the other one. I forgot what happened to you. Like if it was a bite.
And and who else?
It
me-
was you and John.
And we both had to roll D4s in the bag.
Because you can't see it because no one can know.
Right.
So because you guys are technically healed, what it would be is you guys are in the hospital. The other two are visiting, and you're going to read the book that you found at this guy's house.
And go back.
Because technically you have to take time to research.
Did you drop something? Max?
You're going to...
My root beer.
I was thinking
Your what?
My
you're
root
going
beer.
to do is you're
Oh,
going to
oh.
live the life of the person who is writing the book. It is a brutal and horrible
I didn't
event,
see anything.
but it
Oh,
is how
stupid.
Oh.
How his original
It was
family
exactly where I was
person who
looking.
wrote it
It was exactly where it happens to me all the time. It was exactly where I left
or to
it.
train his minions.
Even though I've been looking
You guys
everywhere
gain
else.
That spell depending on how well you guys do in this spell. Because you guys are learning, you will all go up in Cthulhu Mythos.
It's worse
so
as you
can
get
double
older,
those
trust me.
points.
Yeah.
And
I am excited to get
if you
old.
guys
I want.
pass the
What's that?
adventure,
I am excited.
you guys get the spell. If you
I
all
want.
die,
Really?
you get the Cthulhu Mythos, and
I'm
it would be
ready
as
for
if
it.
Oh god.
you're reading this book over the period of time that you guys are healing. How does that sound?
Fine.
Because I thought this would be a little bit better than you rolled a die, yes, I read well. So, I thought it would be fun. Alright, so if you're good with that, then
Yeah, that's fine.
you're playing with a different character, and the better you do, this is a side quest, so it would be anywhere from a D8 to a D20 in Cthulhu Mythos that you get. Okay? Got that, Max?
Yes.
So you guys are not playing as Dixon Hill or whatnot, but you are. You guys are reading the story of how they found the tomes and how the information this person found about Jagjagat. And you guys will be able to gain a spell if you survive.
Okay. So,
So this is.
but
so,
I'm additionally, I'm still reading something on the side.
Well,
You
what you
had said
guys-
it takes like 8 weeks.
Yeah, well, what you're doing is you're healing. You're going into the hospital and healing someone who had a hand into someone's spine. He almost died. He almost died.
Okay.
He lost. As I said, I think he got bit in the shoulder, and the entire half of the shoulder is gone.
Oh.
He had a hand that went up into his stomach and grabbed a kidney, so his kidneys failed. So instead of just rolling, hey, I survived.
My condolences to Bill and Leslie.
Yeah, instead of saying,
Or,
hey,
sorry,
I
Bill
survived,
and Julius. No, wait.
you're going to be
Julius.
reading the book of the adventure of the person who found this tomb. So you can see what I mean, that why you guys lose sanity. Because while you guys are reading this, you're all inside the hospital. No one pays attention to you guys while you're in this trance. And you're going to be in a trance for 2 weeks. Reading this book.
Okay.
Believing you're these characters.
That's cool. We have a benefactor now.
Hmm.
I'm okay with it.
But the way that it says is your life continues on, but you don't realize that you guys are doing everything that you would normally do in your real life, except for the people who are hurt, because they would be healing and sitting in the hospital. Things are going to happen around you, but no one notices you because you're literally reading the book of madness of what actually happened to this person and how.
So
he
we're
found-
shadows of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it
But everyone
mentally?
believes.
Does reading the book mentally transport us into the dreamlands?
Yes. You will
Okay.
be losing maximum sanity, but you will be gaining Cthulhu Mythos. And
Okay.
a chance to actually gain one of the spells.
Okay.
That's pretty sick.
But once again, if you read a book, it says technically a month or two in-game time. You lose because you're reading this book and you slowly go mad.
Okay.
That's what reading the books do.
Right.
You gain Cthulhu Mythos, you lose max sanity. But
Oh, max sanity.
yes,
Oh.
you lost max sanity before, didn't you?
Did you? Do you ever?
I thought.
I
Do you-
haven't.
Because you read the book, I thought you lost max sanity. You lost max sanity, but then you gained max sanity in the one adventure.
Like, do you ever come?
I think that might have been it. But
Because you lost it and then you went up.
Okay.
Do you ever come back?
That's why I
Like,
didn't adjust it.
get your sanity
But
back.
I still am delirious.
If you do.
Like, how can you function in the world being mad?
You don't. You do realize that you don't win this game, right? You survive. There is no winning.
I
When
know.
have you ever seen a Cthulhu movie where it's all happy and daisy and like, you know?
But how do we survive in the real world without like people saying this guy belongs in a madhouse and being locked away in an asylum?
That's what happens. In the mouth of madness,
Yes.
Sam Neill ends up in the insane asylum, even though he believed that he did not bring back, and they set the book on fire.
I never saw that.
It's a great movie. The Color Purple. The husband thought that he was surviving, and he was going to take his kids away, and then he merges with the animal thing that is his wife.
Just want to get the rest of the stuff done.
Is the Mouth of Madness based on At the Mountains of Madness?
No, it's all about a person who writes a book, and the book slowly drives people insane.
Okay.
And it's all about the person who writes the book believes he is setting up the world to accept the change because one of Cthulhu's minions is waking up, and because the demons are coming, people have to get ready for change. And if not, they're all going to die. So he wrote a book that creates madness in people so they don't automatically die looking at these creatures. Phantasm is a book about someone, is an entire movie about someone who believes things are happening, the entire world is changing, entire towns disappear, and it slowly drives them insane to the point that it becomes Mad
only Cthulhu-related movies I've seen are Reanimator.
Okay, and what happens at the end of that?
I forgot.
Horrible, horrible things.
From Beyond.
Horrible, horrible
Yep.
things.
I saw the indie movie, The Call of Cthulhu, where it's made as if it were a 1920s movie. It's silent, and Cthulhu at the end is a stop motion puppet.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
And they get taken out at the end.
Yeah. And
You're not helping your case.
I think Evil Dead with what's his name? Bruce Campbell.
Mhm.
Grew there when he straps the chainsaw to his severed arm.
He loses his arm. Everything of his entire life is bad.
He cuts his arm off because his hand becomes possessed.
Yeah,
and when he cuts it off, he says, "Who's laughing now?"
He loses all attachments with reality, and he becomes the best person at S-Mart.
Right.
Because he loses his normal job.
Sharp, smart, sharp, S-Mart.
So he loses his business that he was working on to become a Walmart greeter. Show me the winning in this.
I don't know. I never saw the Lovecraft County.
Yeah, there's only a little girl who kind of survives, but then she's hunted down for the rest of her life.
I know. I mean,
there is a woman who does start being able to jump through time and become super badass.
I've read all the stories, Shane.
Yeah.
And stories by August Derleth and Ramsey Campbell and Robert E. Howard that are all Conan, the Barbarian, fights Cthulhu creatures in some of the stories because Robert E. Howard and Lovecraft were friends. And Conan wins. Conan always wins,
but he's also set alone by himself in madness and can't really deal with people.
Right.
Because he is now a loner and he can't deal with civilization.
Right. He's a barbarian.
So, is that winning?
Of course it is. Because in his own words, what are the best things in life? To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, to hear the lamentation of the women. You ever seen that movie, Max?
I have
the original Conan?
Not. No.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger?
But that was his breakthrough, vehicle, right? Yeah.
Conan. Like when he's a slave and a gladiator pit fighter, and they're training him, Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of the women. And then you all need to run to the chopper.
So this conversation does make me think eventually Dixon Hill's going to be permanently incarcerated.
Probably.
somewhere.
Or just the loner. Unfortunately,
They're
these
coming to take us
characters are
away.
pretty much
Ah,
bound
hee,
to
ho, ho, hee.
either fall into temptations, use the information that they have to become richly successful, and then fail at one of their checks for Pinhead to come and collect.
Okay.
My name is Elma J.
Or
Fudd.
to continuously
I own a mansion
fight,
and a yacht.
or to continuously fight, win, but evil only has to win once. You have to win every time.
Gotcha. But then, so for gameplay's perspective, so like if
You
Dixon Hill
technically went from friendless from across the country, didn't have anything, was a private detective, to now having friends, someone on the seedy side of life, an ex-soldier,
and a slightly good, slightly better than average rooming house.
Yes. So now you went from slumming it in a car to a bunch of people who actually believe you, and now
Hey,
you
life
are
is good.
bound together. So
Okay.
your life is getting better, but you were slowly traumatizing yourself with things that are bumping in the night, and you're slowly losing sleep because you're seeing something that had 15 legs and 12 arms.
Okay.
And that is slowly haunting your dreams to the point that purple physically gives you a violent reaction. That if you fail your constitution check dealing with purple, you will just see like a little kid's room with a big purple
My
castle.
dice are
You'll
yellow.
turn around and throw up.
I'm still waiting for Riker to step in and turn off the hologram and take you back up to the. No, number one. I'm not
So-
Captain Picard. I'm Dixon Hill.
Oh,
So the
be
question
careful if I put on a red shirt.
No,
So this is your chance to turn on a red shirt. I have 12 characters.
There is a comic
Okay.
series. There is a comic
Okay.
book series
This should-
called The Red Shirts,
Yeah.
and it's all about the red shirts on Star Trek and their
there's also a
horrible
TV
deaths.
There's a TV show about Lower Decks. About
Yeah,
the red
yeah,
shirts.
I've seen that.
Yeah, they have a couple of seasons. It's pretty good. So I'm going to ask you two because I know it's a little bit harder for them. Which one of you two would like more of a leading role? Okay, you're getting the leading role.
I am.
Yes.
You just pointed at me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I very much did.
All right.
So I will set it up and have it go once. John
Oh
and
my!
Kevin.
Oh my! Oh, excellent.
Would you like a steerman? So someone who works with boats and occupation.
Oh,
Velour, someone who is more religious, and other side. Would you like to
No,
be a
I'm
berserker?
already playing a cleric somewhere else. I'll
Would you
be
like a craftsperson, someone who can
Yeah, that one.
crate?
I'll
Would
be
you like a
crafts.
woodsman?
Ooh. No, yes,
Or
sorry.
more like a ranger?
I'm saying a lot to. I'm
So I
saying
was-
yes to
I'm
everything.
Just finishing one of so steerman, someone who builds ships and other stuff like that. Someone who's a craftsman, a hunter. Someone's more.
I'm not actually going to
clericy.
do steersman.
Oh,
I'll be
I
there.
thought
I'll
you
be
were
there.
saying a crass man.
So did I at first. That's why I jumped.
do you want to know
at it.
something? I have.
Craftsperson.
You know that Chaosium, all of Chaosium's games
Mhm.
work on the BRP system,
Mhm.
basic role playing.
Yes.
I have their Viking book.
Okay.
It's about this thick, and it's set in Iceland during the Viking Age, and it would be totally compatible with this
This one just came out last.
if you're interested. I've known about Cthulhu Dark Ages, but they've also added an
Cthulhu
entirely.
Dark Ages started in 3rd edition. They have now revamped it for 7th edition.
What? Oh, I thought it was great.
What's up? Now you have to buy it? Rachel can get upset that you have another thing hanging around in the back.
It's
Mhm.
it's actually set in Iceland,
Mhm.
and it's more like D&D rather than Call of Cthulhu, but it's excellent. I'll let you borrow it if you're interested.
Maybe. Once again, if we need another book that you need to go, because once again, because you guys are so damaged, it is going to be really hard to keep track of the color purple. Like pretty much any business that you go into, you're screwed. Anytime you need to go into a hospital, a business, a room that's complete uniform, someone who, if you go into into anything of a military barracks or police barracks, you're having a problem. Because anything that's what?
Right.
Because if someone's in uniform and they're all standing in uniform, that slowly drives you insane, and you need to like bump a police officer so they don't have the same patches on the same side and everything looks the same.
Right.
I just have to make you roll bad on that. So this way, if these characters die, well, we have a couple more to go through. But technically, you are Asker the Yellowfire. So you are Asker's Yellow Eye son.
Can I see how the name is spelled? Asker Yellow Eye. Okay.
You're his son.
Okay, hold on.
So I'm relatively, I have to imagine.
I'm his son.
Oh no, I'm intensely ugly and I know it. Oh no!
You're British!
Oh no!
But don't...
Many find it difficult to look me in the eye, and I'm used to people that look over my shoulder. But you, thanks to your dad, I do not have a longship anymore.
Huh.
What is this?
I
I don't like you.
English.
Oh, do I have a name that I have to write?
You
Or
can create your own name.
Ooh. What's your name? I might be your cousin, so we should.
I have an Old Norse translator right in front of me. So
Cousin of the one who cousin.
Well,
one whose uncle loses boat.
I have the Vikings. The Vikings generally do not speak personally throughout this scenario, but the below could be explained if and then required. Asker the Yellow Eye, chieftain whose clan has fallen on hard times, blah 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 blah. Sven or Sven. Asker, lanky right hand man.
can you spell his name for me?
Oh,
Askr.
You know,
Yellow
you
Eye.
know. Nobody forgot
Asker's
you.
lanky
Sorry,
right hand
that is my
man
bad.
desires to be
That is my bad.
new chieftain, rendered chaotic by living.
I committed the
Pentatonic
cardinal
by
sin of
living wood,
moving my
translate Old
hand
English to
and
back.
accidentally clicking.
Okay.
there.
Tove. A wild-eyed, fierce warrior,
I bump
hunger
into
for
them all the
plunder
I
time.
know,
and saves
You wouldn't know.
by the living.
Who is that you described?
The other people with you.
So my name is Aik
If you want to level yourself
Askerson.
up.
Oh yeah.
because if
But
I'm
you got
his eldest son and heir,
You got some fun stuff
then
to
you
do.
take his first name
Yeah.
and add son to it, and that's my last name. If I was his eldest daughter, and my name was Guthrun, I'd be Guthrun Asker daughter, Dottir. But I'm his son, like Leif Eric son.
Yeah.
The son of Eric.
Simpson.
And do you know that in Iceland, the only country in the world, that's how they still name their children. So if your last name is Thorfinn and you have children,
Thorfinson.
their last names are not going to be Thorfinn. If your first name is Bjorn, then your son's name is going to be Bjornsson, and your daughter's last name is going to be Bjorndottir.
Well, it's the same thing in Russia.
Yeah.
Because their last names end with different vowels, whether they're male or
Mhm.
female.
So So you get to roll all your new stuff.
Yep.
Or your stuff.
I don't
So,
know that.
as you've probably been hearing,
I've been listening to everything.
because you guys are so injured, instead of just rolling and saying, "Yay,"
Well, I am full of hit points. They're injured. Yes.
Olin what?
you
Olin
guys are
Boatson.
visiting him.
Oh, that's
Like
So
Colin
how
Boats.
this is introduced?
That's cool.
Is
Because
this,
you're-
this could be a side quest, or this could be a
Apparently
whole
not.
new campaign.
So what did I
Side
do
quest sets
to?
off that you
So it says once you
you
have
are
a
visiting
ownership
him in
of
the
your own,
hospital. You guys
thanks
are
to
getting
Asker's
together.
folly, now you
and then you guys
You'll
are
do anything it
entranced
takes to get
in
a ship
learning
again.
about this.
For now, that seems
So
as
you want to
possible by restoring
Yep.
Asker in the clan's position. But
I remember.
you're No longer
Yeah,
a ship,
so
no,
you
no,
guys
okay.
are
The clan
entranced by
leader,
this book, and
you haven't
believe you are
spoken
the
up,
characters that you
lest
are playing.
others think you're either
He's
crazy or supporting
Yeah.
his madness. But on the voyage to your
Because
target,
it's
you've started
starting to
having
get
dreams, a great tree rising
For
out of
these guys with all of their
a stormy
paranoia.
ocean reaching into the clouds, the tree burns.
So instead of knocking you down, I thought just pick you up with here's a couple of characters.
I'm
That
not
if they die,
my traits.
we have a couple of
an
extra
enjoyable
people.
person to
Right.
be around for most. And I have questions.
I would guess that if I had to come up with an explanation, I would say that we went. Listen, if the clan, it says here that the clan has fallen on hard
I will
times.
explain it all in a minute.
So in the Viking lands, when a clan falls on hard times, you go a Viking.
I
Like
will explain
they
it all in a second.
they never referred to themselves as Vikings. Like I'm a Viking. Viking was more
No,
of
they were
a
Norsemen.
right. It was more of a verb. It meant to go raiding. I am going a Viking. And I would say that we went on a raid that went badly, and we lost our ship.
Oh, ship.
Ship, not our shit. We probably lost our shit too. It says, though the clan has fallen on hard times, we are determined to see it survive, with you as its head. I'm worried about my father. He's been having horrible nightmares, waking screaming and sweating. He begins to mumble to himself when he thought no one's watching. He's grown pale and gaunt. Now he talks to visions of Freya.
But once again, you should be reading that inside because not everyone would know that. You are his son.
Well, they would know about my father.
They may not know about him waking up in the morning screaming.
Oh, okay.
Would they? Would everyone in the
Village.
in the village know that
Village?
your father's having mental problems, or would that try to be hidden? Because would that?
Would he have had any outbursts in the mead hall? Because is he a jarl? Meaning, is he the
Yeah.
chieftain?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the stuff
And
we
jarl,
lost.
Cool, unless
it's
you
from
wanted
the
to keep
word
it,
jarl that we
but
get the
I don't
word.
think it matters for anything else.
No, I just kept the map stuff.
Okay.
It's from the word jarl that we get
Yeah.
the word earl.
No,
And
I
Earl.
get that. It was just more.
But like in the mead hall, where he would gather all every night with his
well, how
close
about this?
warriors.
How about this? Let's roll. Since you were trying to be the next chieftain, if you pass your luck check, yes, he's had a problem in the meat hall.
I know.
If
You
not,
got you
he
treats,
has
but you don't like those treats.
So what am I rolling?
luck.
Okay, so that is a 69. It's a fail.
So no, he has not had a problem only in his own house to you.
Okay.
So it's only your word against anyone else. And would you trying to say that he's having a problem with
No.
the townsfolk
That would be
good upon you?
It would be a sign of weakness
Yeah.
to the entire
So
clan.
there you go.
All right.
So
Being
not
affected
in the
by
meat
witchcraft.
Right.
hall, but
Loki is affecting his mind.
so would you like to be a berserker? Would you like to be sort of the healer witch doctor? Would you like to be a craftsperson? Or would you like to be a hunter?
I guess I'll be the healer.
Okay.
Or would you rather swing from a star?
Mary moonbeams
home in a jar.
So there are
Or would you rather be a fish?
That's so funny when you said fish.
I also, Max, I had realized today that I put the wrong opening.
I remember that song from Zoom.
Not Dixon Hill or
Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk.
That's what you were thinking of. That was a good movie.
What?
That does not get enough credit.
No,
What?
I liked it.
Hudson Hawk.
There were some parts that were like, why?
Why?
That's so
Yeah,
dumb.
I don't know.
Like the the thing. Like, how would he know that is exactly?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I can understand him feeling where the fingers are pressed, but then why make the noise?
But
Why-
that was a very underrated movie.
yeah.
I've never even heard of that movie. What is that movie about?
It's Bruce Willis.
It's Bruce Willis. He's a thief or
He's a-
something like
yep.
that. Someone knocks him out, sends him across seas to do on an adventure, and he finds a couple of friends to.
Danny Aiello.
It's a
Bruce
great movie.
Willis, Sandra Bernhard, and
I couldn't help you.
Edward. I can't think.
I
of
could
his
look it
name.
up, but I can't help you.
Yep, the one who did the animated Doctor.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Okay.
I can't think of his name right now. British actor. He did the Scream of the Shelka animated.
Danny Aiello, Andy McDowell, Frank
I've got about
Stallone,
Andy McDonald.
Andrew Bernarski, James
Have you
Coburn,
ever seen Penny Dreadful?
Sandra Bernhardt,
Do you know what I'm...
We saw a few
David
episodes.
Crusoe, Richard E. Grant,
Richard E. Grant. That's who I was thinking of.
Dan Hervey, Donald Burton,
What's her
Scott
name?
Pedo. There's a lot of people.
There is.
Burt Harris, John Sadiv, Steve Martin, Randall Powers, Lisa Matthews, Remo Ramoti. Yeah.
Billy Piper is in Penny Dreadful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we watched. I didn't care for it anymore, so like we stopped watching it as a group, and they just never fit. I'm like, wasn't getting into it. And I like what's her face there? Green.
Eva Green.
Yes.
Yeah, I love Eva Green.
You don't like
What?
the treats I gave you. You're not even eating.
I liked her in what was the one with the home for gifted children?
The Peculiar Children.
Yeah, I liked that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't-
get into the show. I'm like, I could care less.
And Frankenstein should never have been in there. Because Frankenstein was the... Even though, what's her name?
Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley wrote it in the early 19th century. The story is set in the 1790s.
So, Max,
Not in the 1890s.
you guys destroyed the scampering woman thing, so you gain 1d4 sanity.
Oh, okay.
Max Sanity.
Well, that's just a
No, that was just, you gained one.
Oh.
So were you down sanity?
Oh, yeah, I was down
Yeah.
10 sanity.
So
Max,
you
were
gain
you-
1d4 sanity, so you gain back 1.
Were you with us when
Uh,
we met the first creature?
Yes.
The
With
wife?
the hopping leg thing.
The hopping,
Yeah.
yeah.
He wasn't here with anything else because
Okay.
that was all done in one session. It took you forever to get there, and then you did it all at once, which is how this works. You destroyed the child thing, so you gained.
Keep them moving.
I know. Thank you. So you destroyed the child thing, so it's 1d10 sanity back.
I have to, Shane, sincerely thank you for choosing an adventure set in the Viking Age.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
With everything with everyone's going.
That's my
I thought this would
favorite
just be fun
period.
with swords and a mix of everything.
Yeah.
You understanding the child thing of Yog Shagath and eventually and destroying it before it got to open up the way, you got 1d6 of sanity back, but you also gained 1d6 of max sanity.
Okay.
So
Should I just roll them for the same?
two different.
Okay. So that's my sanity back, which makes sense. Now I'm at 45.
Aren't you happy I said no?
Yes.
Well, we'll see what you roll next. How about that?
6. Okay.
So aren't you happy?
Yes.
So your max sanity goes up 6.
Okay.
But your
That's cool.
starting sanity is low. That
Yeah.
means at the end of other adventures and stuff like that, you can go up. But that technically means that you have more max sanity to lose, and it doesn't affect you.
Okay.
You did not successfully rehabilitate Corbitt. So you don't get any points for that. So these are the things that I look at what you guys can do. You did not start hearing stories of the creature's rampage because you let it escape, or you did not let the police or federal government take control, and you understand it innately. Other people are suffering because you let the government take control of this stuff. So you are not losing any points or anything like that. It's more sanity of you let the government take control of it. It saw you, so you know that it might come back to haunt you later on. So it's not like you're looking over your shoulder and waiting for this thing to reappear.
Okay.
So I understand Kevin's character. It's like, yeah, no, government, they could all suffer. It's more, what is the government going to do, and when is this giant thing going to attack the burrows and take out all of his people? You guys got a couple of the books. You guys got a couple of the things.
No,
What
that's
you
the
guys
cover.
are doing
Look,
is you're
here.
reading one of the books, as I said now, and that is where this adventure starts.
Okay.
You guys are in the hospital, you guys have woken up, or they have just started reading the book to you while you're unconscious in the hospital. You guys get to choose what you want, but at the end of this adventure, technically 2 weeks go by and we'll see if it affects your credit rating. And depending on, as I said, depending on how well you do in here. And yes, if your person dies,
Okay, last one.
but as long as you're working towards
Okay.
the end goal,
There you go.
it
Last
does
one.
technically count for you.
Okay. It would just be like a part of the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go on. I think
Okay.
it's
Because not everyone's going to survive. This is literally what happened to the Viking voyage while this thing is happening. And I will explain what's happening, and you will see what I mean in a minute.
Okay.
I'm not expecting everyone to survive, so don't worry about that.
Oh,
I'm just
boats
expecting you
I'll
throws
guys
himself
to.
overboard.
I'm expecting you guys to work towards the thing.
Okay.
Okay,
What
I'll
I'm
go.
going to
no
do
more. I'll go on.
is because Kevin almost rolled max damage on every single one of his gun rolls. Because this is one of the things you could do. On your regular character, I'm going to say go up a d10 in your guns.
Ooh.
Okay?
Okay.
Because you almost successfully hit and blew it away, so you had learned how to shoot close quarters, and you had damaged a whole bunch.
Okay.
I think you had done some shots, but you didn't really. You dropped your gun.
Yeah.
So I'm not really going to go up because Max's character did almost as much damage at the last boss. Go up a d8 in guns,
In gun. Okay.
or yeah, in your pistol.
Yeah. Wait, can I? No, I shot my pistol. I don't want to.
Can I re-roll that?
Was it a cat?
I got 9s and everything when I was doing my thing. That's better.
Feel better? Don't say I didn't do it.
When I was doing all the ones I failed, I'm like, oh, gee, 9, yeah.
So, but you had dropped your gun, and John had ran.
Mhm.
John had attacked the person with his cane, so maybe he goes up in a D4 in brawl.
That was it.
But I don't
Got
think
them
he
already.
really did that much damage.
Were they tasty?
Right.
Yeah, like
can
you
have some more later.
missed, you shot the wall,
Okay.
you shot the thing, and then you dropped your gun.
Right.
And then you went for your pistol, and I think you shot it with your pistol, but that was after you shot 3 other times.
Right.
The chart is.
And then
if
you
need
punched
it.
a guy in the back of the head.
Right.
the half. And
Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
No, I know,
Yeah.
and I already rolled to see if any of those
Excuse me, you
were
already had
successful
some.
in any way.
Because I don't
Says
think
you.
brawling fighting your gun has a check bar.
No,
Right.
you already had enough.
So, you,
Come on.
so that doesn't normally go up.
If
I
you're
Or
like
you have
that.
to go-
sh- I like
usually-
that shirt, Captain.
So,
That's funny.
so what you guys can do is like
for Christmas.
when you guys are waiting for,
No, you already had
unfortunately,
enough
John and Kevin's
No more treats.
character to come out of the hospital,
No more
you
treats.
could go for
You-
training in shooting,
Yeah,
and
enough
that's how you
treats.
go up in guns.
Enough treats.
Okay. Okay.
So if you guys survive and you don't have to deal with the sanity or hospitals or other stuff like that, you can level up brawl and other stuff like that by going and seeing how well you worked at a karate place or something like that.
Okay.
So is it okay if we start without him or?
yeah, he's on the way to the post office.
Okay. Do you want pretzel chocolate or peanut butter?
I'm good right now, thank you.
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Shane.
All right, so we will.
Actually, I'll try a peanut butter,
Peanut butter.
if I may.
Oh, if you're cracking that for the first time, I'll try peanut butter.
Right.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Not a problem.
So what is going on is, as you had said, this is East England in 795.
It's
You-
it's what is called the Dane Law.
So you guys have had multiple problems, multiple failed adventures. The crops are going low, things are going bad. Everyone knows that they had taken out a longboat from you, and they lost it. So a longboat cost a lot of money,
Wasn't my fault.
and it wasn't
So-
your fault. It was Asker's
It was
Go ahead.
yellow.
you.
It was yellow.
So
yellow eye.
just so you guys know, we're in a part of England, or as it was called back then, Angleland. We're in a part of England called the Danelaw, which is northeastern England. It's the part of England that the Vikings conquered and settled.
Okay.
The rest of England, Wessex, Essex, Northumbria, belongs to the Saxons, the Anglo-Saxons, who are Christian.
Yeah.
They're related to Vikings, but they're Christian. And as far as like Shane said, a longship, particularly a raiding longship, which they call a drakkar, sometimes only an entire clan can only afford one longship. And all of the men of that clan, of that village, are the oarsmen.
And it's
So-
several man hours to build. So,
Right.
Like it's not.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not- You don't just.
Months.
Yeah.
So when they go on
So-
raids and you see, like, say, 5 longships, that's probably representing 5 different Viking villages and 5 chieftains.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, so how this has been written is that your clan had been very influential. You had started a whole bunch of things, but due to the Christian attacks, you had 3 ships.
Okay.
You were very influential. You had a very big clan.
Good.
Due to an attack on your settlement, taking out one of your ships, because you went out to go meet them, destroy them, and came back.
Okay.
You're down to 2. It was
Okay.
technically his family's ship.
Yeah.
However, your brother, your sister, whoever was on that ship is lost too. It's not just the ship.
Olin Boatson.
Olin. Okay.
Like Holin.
But you guys are down on time. So through dreams from the Seeker, as well as your father's dreams, because between the Seeker and him, they have decided that there is a Christian settlement on this island that you guys are now heading towards.
Okay.
And he knows it, that there's gold, there's riches, there's everything there that you guys could imagine. There's statues, because, Christian churches, there's going to be. There was no pre-planning. There was no notion that this is actually a thing.
Mhm.
Your father is taking one last go for it to believe
Gamble.
in the Seeker's knowledge from
Right.
the gods.
Yeah.
From rolling the chicken bones or the runes or however they had successfully done it.
Right.
They had said that this is the place where they need to go. And you guys are heading there. You, few, have a couple of people in the boat with you.
Okay.
You have Sten, Tove, Bergen, and Sake, which are people that if you guys die, you become.
Sweet.
Because your father has taken the best men, the strongest, the ones he believes in, the one who believes in him the most,
What are their names again?
and they are in front. They're heading towards this island that they know of an island. It's been years since you've been there, and here, these.
Yep.
None of these. Don't look at that. And you guys are seeing. You've traveled during the night. You've approached during the night. It is now during the day. Your father is up in years. He is much older. You are much younger. You are not his eldest son. You're his third eldest son, but the eldest living son.
Okay.
Because of the raids, he brought his other sons on the raids with him, and they had failed him.
Okay.
And I want you to roll. Where is it? Let's say another luck roll. Does he believe in you? Has he talked well of you? Like, you're the third one, you're going to do better. Yes.
Yes.
So, yes, he believes in you to do this, so he is driving you forward to be the best one. Because when he leaves, you are the eldest son.
Okay.
But once again, you don't believe in him. Between throes of madness, between other stuff like that, you may believe this, you may not believe this, but in open, he is saying you're going to be the next.
So
Behind closed doors, maybe not so.
So my armor is leather
Mm.
with large rings sewn to the front, like in the movie Dragon Slayer. A Viking shield, a short sword.
I guess so.
For a chieftain's son, it wouldn't be a long sword.
I don't know. This is how they rolled the adventure.
Okay.
You have a very fancy. No chocolate for kittens. You have a very fancy sword.
Okay.
Probably a shield. We can probably toss you a shield.
I do have one.
Yeah. Because the only other thing I have is hammer.
As a matter of fact,
great axe.
My shield bears my father's sigil.
Mm-hmm. So, once again, you guys are on hard times. The other two sons could have had the better stuff, and it's lost in the water with the other ship.
Okay.
So you only have a sword right now.
Yeah.
Things are down. You had to start selling stuff to make sure that you had enough food for the winter. This is the first raid at the beginning of the year because you had a very hard winter. Okay. You guys are starving. You guys are having a hard time. You had to trade stuff. Things that you normally wouldn't have traded. Probably your longsword, probably some other stuff, to other villages to get enough food so you guys could survive.
Okay.
So you were on hard times. I think in your backstory it does say that you're trying to get people to get you to be the new king.
Yeah.
Or the new jarl. But for right now, he is the jarl. His word is them.
Right.
And you guys are heading there.
Does this Christian site have a name?
No, it's been in his dreams.
Oh, okay. But does he have a general idea of its location?
Yeah.
Direction?
They looked at a map.
Okay. And
divining, they had said it's here.
Okay.
Once again.
Do we know what kingdom that would take us to?
Part of the Anglo-Saxon English.
Okay.
But it's on the edge of the territory.
You already had enough drinks.
It's probably mid
he just walked
Ireland with the bluffs and everything else.
Okay.
Because that will get into it soon.
No, he doesn't like those.
No.
Yeah. Likes the dice bag. I will sits, I will fits.
Yep. If I fits, I sits.
So you guys are
doesn't like munchos.
So there are a couple of pre-generated friendly NPCs that you're with. and they're screaming. They're screaming behind you, saying, "We have to catch up. We can't let them go."
Okay.
Because the sun's starting to come up, and as you see the sun come up on the bluffs on the top of this hill, there is a pretty significant church, big building, huge, like large kind of spires, but just it is this huge building with a big cross and stained glass on the outside, and it's this monstrosity. And a couple of years back, it's not been there.
Right.
Probably a couple of your other buddies or whatnot had been pushed off of here, but there had been no notion to your clan that this has happened.
All right.
And here, so to give you an idea, Asko the Other Eye, your chieftain, has led you to your impoverished clansmen to this rocky, actually the rocky isle of Skolgenborn, off the coast of Northumbria,
Okay.
an island briefly noted in the Saga of Sun as where the traveler of Sun met the goddess Freya, planting seeds of Yggdrasil, the world tree. Askar chases a vision from Freya in which he was shown by her a relic of stone in this temple sitting upon Stognabring. Stognabring? Stognabring?
Skjolgerbien.
Stognabring. How far your beliefs and your achievement, who can say? But the people of this land need this treasure. They need something because back in the day, back at home,
Yep.
they're starving. So that is how it sets off. So as you guys are coasting and getting to these cliffs, you can see this huge building up on the top. And your father cries out, screaming, "Yeah! It's there! Promises of riches and blah! Go!" And they start growing.
Okay.
And it's up to you guys. What do you guys want to do?
Okay. Is there a place, as you said, the sun is just coming up. Is there a place that looks to be a secluded cove on the mainland? Someplace where we can pull the longship onto shore that is somewhat hidden from plain view. Maybe with marsh reeds or shore plants to cover.
Well, unfortunately, because it is a bluff.
Okay.
And a bluff is a big, tall mountain straight down.
Right.
There is only a couple places to go. And the way that your father has brought you, you could go with the current, which is much safer, no obstacles, and you can go off to the beach. Or you can go towards the rocks and try going through the current to try getting there with or before your father. Because you have to remember, to you, he's saying you're going to be the next chieftain, and everyone's saying that you should be the next chieftain. What better way to show up your father?
So
we must be first to the rock. Sorry.
So what are the two options again?
To go through a rocky area where you guys are going between. So it's kind of going between rocky area.
Yep.
Or going around the rocky area with the current to get to a normal beach, because there's one that's like right there and it goes straight up to the temple. Or you can go around the side to more of a lazier route to get up to the top. So you have to convince them what you would like to do.
Take the round
All right.
about way. so as not to cause the least amount of possible damage to the ship.
All right, but for you guys,
What say you, brothers?
would you want to go there first to be the first to beat the other people to go get the riches first, or would you take your time?
What others are we trying to beat, Father?
They're in a different boat.
Oh,
No, it's
Oh.
it's just
You're in
us.
one boat. They're in a completely separate boat.
Right.
But they
Your
are
father
screaming.
and his crew are in a different boat.
Well,
They
we're-
are
they're
screaming.
but
taking
we're
the
all
safe
on the
route.
same expedition.
Yes, but
Okay.
they are
They're taking
screaming
the safe
that they
route.
want to. They're going to be there first, and the glory will be theirs. Whoever touches the riches first, they get them first.
I look to them.
And you guys hear that scream.
I look to them and I say, brothers, we will go the roundabout way. I know how you feel about hands-on first, but
An alien pilot boat.
the word of the Jarl and the Jarl's son will oversee any claims anyone has over any treasure. We divide the treasure. We are the ring givers to our clan. We decide who gets what share. So fear not. We're gonna take the roundabout way.
You okay with that?
Yep. Asker's in the other boat, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Asker and his chosen few are in the other boat. They are
I'll send you
about.
semaphore.
They are about 200 feet ahead of you. You guys have been coasting together silently through the night. And once the sun is up, so the sun will be either toward your back,
Oh my god!
because I forget how it goes. Yeah, either the sun's toward your back, but the
Oh, there
light's
it is.
just going over the crowd.
Thank you very much.
Stabilized.
Thank you.
But yeah, because the sun would be at your back.
Okay,
So you're coming in and people would have to look through the light to see you.
that's good. That's a good sign.
Okay. So then I need someone to roll me a piloting boat check.
That's me. I have an 80.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Does anybody else have a?
No.
No, you
Oh,
go
I
right.
am the steersman, so.
Yes.
Ooh, hard success. We should have fucking gone through it.
You are literally piloting what was called the steerbord, the steering board,
Okay.
which is where today we get the term starboard.
Oh.
The side of the ship that has the big tiller, in the Viking ship.
Okay. So I'm doing that.
And don't forget, during this entire thing, you have to tell you at the end of all of this, you have to tell me: are you reading to their unconscious bodies, or are they actively talking to you as this is going? Because you
okay.
guys, this is in your dreams as you're reading. All of this is happening.
This is Bill's dream.
And people are passing you. You guys aren't getting any drinks. You're not getting any food. You guys are just emaciated in this book. And to the real world, the door that both of them are in doesn't exist. You guys are just in your own little pocket dimension. So you believe you are these people.
I have a question.
What?
Father,
Asker.
my father, Asker Yellow Eye,
Mhm.
has put an awful lot of faith in Freya.
Mhm.
Is that the main goddess of our clan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. She doesn't really explain, but we can. So with the hard success, you guys,
That was a critical success.
yeah, you knowing the coast and seeing the current, you see some rocks that are hidden underneath. You see the current, and with that, the boat glides like glass all the way up, curling around a couple of rocks. You see your father's boat wing off a couple of things, but they have gotten onto the ship. They have gotten there. There might be some scratches and whatnot on their boat, but they are going all the way there. And with yours, you're pulling in nice and smooth. You're going, and they have landed. As you're going around the last rock, you are just guiding it and making sure there's no
The
damage to
dragon
the ship.
proud ship cuts through the water.
And there's
Like a
no
living
damage taken,
serpent.
anything. You know how much that boat cared for you, and
I'm
Damn
not
it.
losing another one.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
And through the freezing surf, because it's
Well driven,
just
Owen.
out, you guys see, because you have taken the other path and you did not go as fast as you can there. You went pretty fast. They have already landed and they are up already at the top of the hill.
Okay.
They have already started stealthing, going up, and you can see them just disappear off into the distance.
Okay.
So you guys are
Ooh, they're in the church.
technically on the beginning of the bluff.
Okay.
Up there as fair as possible. You're
So
as
we
fast as possible.
so we are now on the beach, right?
You are now on the beach.
So
You do not see anyone.
with our crew,
Mhm.
we pull the longship
Mhm.
onto the beach so that when the tide comes in,
Yes.
it's not out there. What is the total number of our crew?
There would have been 14 on his crew
Okay.
because 15, 7 and 7 on the steerman. And you are,
Oh, I don't have to row.
We're going to leave
yeah,
7.
so you guys are, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus you guys.
We're going to
There are,
right.
just, I understand what you're doing. There are people who are here from that county that are the ones that have taken care of the other boat.
Okay.
You guys, I'm just counting
All right.
warriors. Because the people who take care of the boats, they are there. They are either putting ropes and putting tines into the things, and they're taking care of their job.
I tell the men whose job it is to guard the ships. I say, does any one of them have a horn?
I would believe, yeah.
You know,
But right now it's
if in danger, form up the Skjalborg, the shield wall, and blow 3 calls upon the horn.
I've done this many times before with your father. Don't forget, you are the young one here. You do your job, we do our job, we go home safe.
Okay.
Lay off them.
All right. So
You are my significant person. I do have
This
your
guy,
Yes,
big
well, thank
scar
you.
across the face, big scars across the thing, meaty, giant hands and forearms, probably the size of your thigh. And
Okay.
he's tugging on the rope and putting these giant rods and just literally just slamming it into the ground, saying, "You go, we take care." Because
I'll
they're
leave
taking
you
they're
there,
taking
buddy.
care of the food, they're taking care of the water, they're making sure that all the preps, they're taking care of the ship.
Okay.
Because I know they have their job. Your job is raid.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So
To the tree, top of the tree.
We're heading
so, are you guys going up normally, or because you guys had come in a little bit later, are you guys going to try doing stealthily?
Bloodlust is upon me.
So steersman, you're a berserker too?
No, I'm not. I'm a steersman. But I'm trying to. I need to recoup the losses from that longboat. So I'm trying to touch as much treasure as possible because apparently if you touch it, you own it. So I'm with it. But also I would consider a stealthy approach.
Okay.
Something about that church. It seems like it sprung up too quickly.
Alright, so then I'm going to need 2 rolls from everyone. First roll is stealth. Second roll is dex. This is, as I said, a bluff, which is a good 50 to 100 feet up.
Sorry.
You guys are carrying yourself up these rocky, steep slopes, trying to get up to the normal part. To explain bluff, it's have you ever seen like any Ireland or anything movie where it's just you can see land and then there's
I've been there.
where
Literally.
where Odin dies in the Thor movie,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Did you see the Thor movie?
The Marvel movie.
I can picture it.
Yeah, and it's just there, down, and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
The
You ever
breakers,
seen like the Cliffs of Moher
the
in
breakers?
Ireland? Yeah.
The White
Yeah,
Cliffs
but
of Dover.
With that, it's
Dover.
all the way around an entire island. The entire island is 50 feet up. and there's like one or two ways up because the water comes down.
I've walked
Yeah.
right along the edge of the cliffs of Moor.
Okay,
in
so
So you
Ireland.
know how
Yeah,
treacherous
oh
it is.
yes, oh yes.
So I
My
need a
stealth.
dex check. I need a stealth check to see how stealthy you
Olin's
guys are.
stealth is not high. Ooh.
Okay.
86
Well, I only have
on
a 20,
four.
so.
All right. So then roll me dex to make sure. Well, dex is to make sure you're not slipping, falling,
Okay. I passed my dex.
twisting your ankle as you go.
If I expend some luck, I will pass my dex.
You guys could always push it.
I critically succeeded in my dex.
So with your critical, do you want to grab him to make sure he doesn't trip?
Yes.
So I'm close. I'm only 4 away.
Because you're going up together and you're trying to be stealthy. You're not really stealthy because clang, the sword, the
Clang,
ring.
clang,
My
clang
boiled
with the
weapon.
trolley.
So I grab him.
So as
As
you're
he
going up,
loses
you
footing.
hear a whoop, and then you grab him and go. Because with the critical success, I will give you that.
Okay.
You had all you needed was a success or better. With the critical success, you had the ability to.
Okay.
Watch your footing, man. All right. And going up. So at the top of this bluff, it is about 200 yards going up this entire thing. So it's pretty far that you guys had traveled up. But from the top of the bluff, dimly lit by the beginning of the sun, the investigators see Skorgenbeam. Skorgenbeam? Yeah.
Can you show me?
Yeah, it's the same one that I was trying to do. Is shaped like a teardrop. The entire area is about It's
Oh, the island.
Yeah,
you
the
mean.
entire
Okay.
island is about 400 yards at its widest, and the territory is rocky with patches of muddy grass. There's spindly ash trees.
Mhm.
The wind carries the
These
stench of sea and occasionally mist of the breaking waves that keeps the plateau wet, cold, and dominating on the center of this is a large stone monastery.
Mhm.
But you guys don't know its name.
Okay. It seems very typical
Mhm.
because it was very typical for monasteries to be put
Yeah.
in a secluded, solitary island for safety as well as to isolate themselves from the general populace.
Chateau d'If.
But I'd like Max as the Theodore to roll me nature spot or a check like that.
Nature, nurture.
I'm gonna go with, I guess, a spot hidden because I have a 16. Yeah. And I fail.
You need some new dice.
Okay. If anyone else would like to try, it would be a hard success. It wouldn't be a critical success. Of like nature, nurture.
Like, I could push
shipsman,
it, couldn't I?
something
Nope.
else. Yeah.
I don't
Could
see
I
anything
push
either.
mine?
You can, but how would you? How would you push it? You just have to tell me how would you push it.
I would I would like inspect a rock. Grab.
It's a rock.
I would
So
try
you're
to
gonna like fall on your hands
like, I
and knees
would-
and start looking and.
Well, I would try to find a rock that the cathedral is similar to the one the cathedral or whatever is made out of. The monastery is made out of. I'm
sure,
assuming that it's quarried
yeah.
from there, and I just want to see if there's anything supernatural to do with the rock.
Would a spot hidden work? Or
Sure.
a
Yeah.
navigate? Or
But that's what I was trying to do. It's a spot.
So I failed my spot
hit,
hidden. I'm trying to push it.
and investigate.
I just made my spot hidden.
Yeah.
I needed a 40 and I exactly
And
rolled a 40.
praise. Yeah. Hey, all right. So then, don't worry about it.
There's a forest, natural world.
You could do that.
Like that one.
Yeah.
That one I passed.
Okay. Or at least with that one, it's not spot hidden because you're looking around. The ash trees don't normally grow around here. I know it's a side note thing, but everything else is brown and almost dead. These trees that are planted are almost the same height, same age. Looks like someone has been tending to them to try to do something with it.
The ash tree is the warrior's tree, because spear shafts were made from ash. The ash tree.
But he passed the check. You're not
Yeah.
thinking about this. So
if I see ash trees,
yeah,
that's
I
what
was-
I'm thinking.
trying to get to that, but it's more this tree wouldn't really be used for, because you would know this. It wouldn't really be used for wood, for fire, for other stuff like that. It would be more building, working with the boats, working with other stuff like that. So whoever these people are, they are looking at something that they could build, they could work with, they can go versus, just firewood. And they are meticulously planted to try getting the most yield. Might be something that helps them later on. That's it. So what do you guys do now?
So how many of us are there in total?
As I said, there's the 4 of you plus 6, or plus 4, plus the names I gave you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 plus you 4. So 10.
So what we're gonna do is, if the monastery is up there,
You're up at the top, just like it's.
I mean,
It's only like it's not. It's 2 football fields wide.
I mean,
and 4.
but are we on the same level as? Okay.
So it's you've come up into the grove. There's no plants. There's no nothing around it. A huge monastery, and I'll even give you this one. It doesn't look like there's any. If they have cattle, well, if you did spot hidden, so you would get this too.
Mhm.
There's nothing for them to
There's
eat.
no sheep will eat. Yeah, there's nothing really for them to eat, but there's also no fences. There's no farm. There's nothing. Everything must be inside the monastery. There's
Okay.
nothing here.
Just the building.
Because the
Just the
monks,
building.
a monastery would have animals. If they have to be self-sufficient, they have to have their
Mhm.
own animals.
But everything's
So-
not outside.
So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna order a
McDonald's?
yeah. No, not McDonald's. We're gonna order the meatballs from IKEA, Swedish
Ah,
meatballs.
Swedish.
Swedish meatballs. We're going to.
Sven down there. The gravy is cooking. When you're done, it'll be ready.
We're going to form a loose skirmish formation. So we're going to be strung out
Hmm.
in a line, with each man about 10 feet apart from each other, all moving forward, crouching low,
Alright.
shield forward.
All right.
Moving up together.
When your father has already gotten in, they've already blown through the doors. Everything's
Okay.
inside. You don't see them anymore.
Okay.
But when you guys have finally gotten close enough, I want you all to roll me. You all hear noises,
Mhm.
but I want you to roll me a listen.
Nope.
Success.
Yes. Success.
For people who didn't pass, you hear screaming, manly screaming, lots of voices.
There's a battle.
For the people who have passed, you guys hear your fellow people screaming in utter terror. It's less of a conglomerate. Other people are screaming in terror because you are invading their area.
Right.
It is your father and his men, specifically, more of those voices. You might have heard screaming, but this is them screaming now. And it kind of chills you in your stomach.
I raise my father's shield as a marker, and I yell at the top of my lungs, "To me, close ranks!" And have all the men come to me and order everybody to rush in to their aid.
All right. So, I know it looks bad, but I will get a better image of it. Because it's tan on tan, unfortunately.
One of those.
Yeah. I like the runes.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Does that help at all?
Yep.
So it is a large. So beyond the walls, you have this large hall.
Okay.
And coming in through the hall, you have.
There are two blockhouses. Are those also of stone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
so
there looks like.
So an east-west aligned cross-shaped stone church. You don't know it's. Well, you might know it's east. Give me a ship.
Oh, pilot boat.
Yeah, because you would know east-west.
I am pilot boat. I know that it's east-west.
Yeah, you do know it's east-west, but you.
I can boy.
But truthfully, you could roll. It's something Christian church or something like that. I forgot what it was.
I don't think I have that. I have a religion.
Hence, it's in the shape of a cross.
Religion. Yeah. Religion. There is a religion, and then there's something.
Well, I have a 60 in a religion and a 70 in a cult, so.
So he says, wow, it's east-west. So you could try doing religion to see if you know that most churches go east-west.
I'm a healer and
once we enter,
that kind of thing. So
hold on.
Okay.
There's a lot more to this. Don't worry.
That would be a hard success.
Yeah. So he says something, and something in the back of your mind says, those Christians are real weird. They always love their east-west. And you know from other raiding parties that other churches have been set up this way. Throughout the large, it is large for the size of the island, and oddly without the internal structures like dormitories or storehouses. Fronted by a small courtyard with a handful of gravestones and its gravestones ringed with waist-high stone walls. There are no corpses, or there are no graves that are new. A squat, flat-topped bell tower with narrow windows looms up from the back of the structure. A relief of a tree and robed figures sit over the double doors. Dull stained glass windows to either side. To the left,
a relief of a tree and what?
And robed figures.
Okay.
So robed figures sitting around or robed around a tree is above the door.
In stone?
In wood.
In wood.
In carved.
Okay.
So it is a big mural above the door.
Okay.
That's why I said as you guys are walking in, this is what you see. To the left, there is a big glass window of a dead monk. To the left is a dull stained glass window There is a full stained glass window to the right side, and a dead monk lies near the open doors, hacked down by previously probably a sword.
Okay.
So you see stained glass windows, big epitaph, but as you're walking in, it's hard to miss.
Yep.
Huge monks going in.
Okay.
Inside, you guys can start looking around. There is the dead monk at the front. There is stairwells in the back. Basic structure of the church. If you guys want to do investigation, you guys can look a little bit more. But there's some seats up in the front. There is a staircase in the back. There are 2 stone pits on either side, and there is I believe, an altar in the front.
Yes.
And you guys walk in,
And
you see this narrowing and then opening up into this big churchy area.
And there's a roof over us, right?
There's a roof.
Okay.
And you know from looking, the backside has a bell tower. This is why I wanted to explain.
Is there still screaming?
No.
Okay. As we approach,
so you guys can choose. You guys are here.
I would imagine that there is a door and a door. Correct? Okay. So you said there are how many of us?
10.
You should have told me. I would have brought a whole shitload of Vikings. That you know I have.
I had a whole bunch of the minion things, but I forgot that at school. So
I'm gonna roll a religion check. Wait, actually, we're in.
You can do an investigation check.
We're in Northumbria.
Yeah.
Can I roll a Northumbria check to see, like? I'm looking for certain things I've heard of their culture.
So, like, about the stained glass, or
yeah, like I guess, yes, the stained glass.
I'm just trying to figure out what.
Are there any Northumbrian legends portrayed in the stained glass?
What?
That I might have heard of in my travels.
Sure.
Okay.
As I said, it's more of an investigation check because you guys are looking around, seeing what you see.
Okay, well I failed.
But
after all that,
How many of us are there again? Total of
4.
There are 4 of us?
no, there's 10 total.
I'm
10
not
to-
going to say anymore. You said it twice.
10?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna order 5 men to check out this room, and the other 5, including myself, Max, and Kevin, check out this room.
Give me an investigation. See if you're more spooked by the no noise.
Where's investigation?
Spell says, give me an investigation.
What happens when you
Intimidate, jump, listen. Well, I guess it would have been persuade, boat, pilot, bow, repair, throw. I thought there was an investigation. A look, a listen, a spot hidden.
when you
All right,
when
I'll hit a
Yeah,
spot. I'll do a spot. hidden.
Well, a spot hidden, a religion, actually,
I'll go spot.
an
hidden.
investigation is more of an intelligence. So it's an int.
Oh, okay. I have 75.
Okay.
I'm chilling.
Because it's more, you guys are wandering around. Do you understand what you're seeing? That's it.
Oh, baby, critical.
I have a
success.
hard success.
I'm critical.
So because you were looking at the religious stuff here. 2 wooden shacks. So full wooden shacks. That's what those are. have been erected. Peaking on either side of the dormitory hall. So this hall is big enough to have two houses inside of it.
Oh, come on. Come sit with me.
So sorry, I thought they were stone. I forgot. Two wooden shacks have been erected on either side of the dormitory hall. One is a dormitory and study hall that contains cots, a study desk, a large number of documents, and old artifacts. And looking through it, because you guys had rolled well, see investigation clues in the hall. So I'll grab that in a second. Well, the southern one is stores and livestock containing food, seed, equipment, as well as a pen for 2 goats and several chickens. So the south one has goats, the north one has paperwork, documentation, and artifacts inside of it. So you can do a spot hidden to find something specific. You can give me a library use if someone has library use. Does anyone even have library use?
I have 5%.
Yeah.
And library to a Viking would have just meant your understanding of runes.
Yeah. So
and not
occult?
all Vikings understood runes.
So it could be an occult.
Occult
Right.
F.
So it could be occult to see if you see something that's
Wait.
that's meaningful. If you have a religion check, please give me a religion check to find something that is.
All right. I'll give you. I have a 20 in religion. I'll try.
No, you're looking at the stained glass window.
Okay.
You're researching that while they were doing that.
So
Occult is a hard success.
All right, so in here, investigation clues in the hall.
No, you had enough. If you are hungry, go eat some food. No, you can't have any more. No. Enough.
I did not make a cult, but I made religion.
You had enough treats.
Doors are sealed. The investigation has some time left on. Explore the monastery clues.
No more treats. Okay.
Stones. East end of the church.
Does anybody want a strawberry chocolate?
I'm good, thank you.
Alright. Old artifacts. See investigation. Clues in the hall. Clues in the hall.
Thank you very much.
Clues in the hall.
Excuse me.
Inspecting the sealed doors reveal.
This is a product of Germany.
So you have found in the study room documents are in the monk study room. Cannot you see a stone room? Stone room. And that. So that's crypt. Stone symbols. So there's a rune stone that you have, there's a whole bunch of writings. There's a Celtic wood carving, and there's Roman records, which you guys can kind of see, and you would know. Well, yeah, you guys would know Roman. You would know how the writing looks, but you may not know what the writing is.
Okay. Like we would recognize it as the language of
I would give you that you would
Of-
recognize that
of
it
the
is-
Latins of
it's
Romeburg.
Latin,
Right.
but you may not know how to read it. But there is
To us, we would
there-
call it the language of the Paypar,
yeah,
the language
so,
of the Christians.
So you have Celtic wood carvings.
Are they pictures?
A well-preserved wood carving block depicting worshippers with iron weapons dancing around a fire by 4 standing stones among a corpse of frightening-looking trees.
Okay. Now the rune stones. Are they written in Futhark? Are they written in Viking?
You would have, because you do not. It is old Nordic,
Okay.
so you would have to at least roll me a hard no roll,
Okay.
a hard knowledge. But anyone can give me a hard knowledge roll, or
I'll try it.
Max. You have to wait until you get back.
Oh, that's right.
You're kind of like you're at this window, you're at this window, and they're just pretty much quick look up, see, and then I'm gonna have you guys come back together to introduce what's going on with John.
So that was a success, Shane.
Hard.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So what? Well, tell me. What skill or ability am I using?
Well, it just says hard knowledge. Hard knowledge. It just is hard no.
See, the problem with some of the Call of Cthulhu is that some of the character sheets
Yeah.
don't have skills that other versions of Call of Cthulhu
Yeah.
have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but knowledge is here. Oh. That's why I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I went with Mike. Here.
Oh, right here, education.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yes. So I rolled a 23,
Okay.
which
so
is
there
a
you go.
hard.
All right. So cool. So between your father and other stuff like that,
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
yeah,
No, you're
you recalls the Soon Saga, a tale of ancient Norse explorer. In one episode, Soon visits Skornbing and meets Freyr, described as a solid stone, the southern of the 3 sisters, who tells Soon to retrieve the seeds from nearby woods and lay it by her feet, but first to allow his sword to breathe in Yargersil's smoke to offer him protection. But pretty much,
So, in other words, the
Well,
3 sisters would probably be a reference to the Norns, the
That's pretty
3
much right,
fates, and they're telling him that if you breathe in the smoke of the world tree, that will protect you. Oh, she sees all the little fishies.
If you want to give me a religion roll,
Isn't that cute? She sees a little fish.
because it'd be easier for you.
Or he sees a little fish.
That would be a hard success.
Yeah. In Freya's writing, there are no matches in your tales, but this is
Isn't that
tales
funny?
from other people.
That is.
So it's not from the Freya
Yep.
captured.
He sees the fish. It's so
So-
cute.
So I will have John, while we are trying to catch you back up, you have a hunter. You have a craftsperson,
I have to use the rest.
or you have a berserker.
A hunter, a craftsman, or a berserker. What are the other?
Those are,
I'm a steersman.
he's a
Scotty
Jarl
is
son.
a chieftain, aspiring.
Aspiring chieftain. He's a cleric.
Hunter.
Okay. So, what is going on? Is Kevin, did you decide if you're reading it to them while they're asleep or if they're awake?
It depends on the time of day.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, it's.
They're not
Did you
underneath that.
start researching, doing stuff with this book before they have come out of their unconscious state from
Oh,
almost
right,
being
because
flayed
they're
alive?
like, yeah, they're healing. So.
Yeah.
Hey.
So, would you like them asleep or awake, so they can respond?
Awake is fine.
All right. So, as you were healing in the hospital after your horrible episode, you guys start researching a book, or the book that you found in Corbitt's house. And as you start reading this book, it kind of looks like the outside gets dark. And you guys start getting more and more absorbed into this book.
Literally.
Yes. Time passes as you're starting to read the beginning chapters of a failed boat, failed town, disease, having to sell off parts of your the horde, selling off parts of your armor, selling off other stuff just to make it through the winter. You guys start becoming the people that you're reading. You guys had just landed your longboat. You're going after his father, who grabbed the biggest, strongest, best men that he has to go up the mountain first because they got there first.
Okay.
And you guys are following behind to go up. You just entered the temple of this giant Christian church that his father had dreamed and used with the soothsayer to roll the stones to see where it is. And you guys have started reading. They've gone in first. When you started getting to the door, unfortunately, I'm going to have you catch up. Roll me a listen check. Well, you guys would have said something, right? Yeah, they would have said. Yeah, they would have said, no, that's the sound of my father. That you hear panic screams, and the people who failed went, yeah, no, they're fighting without us. We need to go in. These two rolled high enough to say, no, that's our people who's screaming. And you have slowly entered this church. On the top of the church, there is a giant wooden carving of a bunch of monks around a tree. There are gravestones to the left and the right of the entrance of the church. When you walk in, there are two houses that are built into this huge monastery. And in these two houses, you had found a bunch of animals, and you had found a room full of papers, documents, stones, runes, and other stuff like that. They started reading that. And what did you find, Max?
That's my finger.
I examined the stained glass windows on each of the cardinal points of the
Kind of like the beginning and the
to the east, 13 men around a table of food and drink, spitting out their wine on the stone floor. To the north, a woman ripping her robes and rubbing ash on her face and scattering it on the ground. To the west, an older man sacrificing a younger man on a stone altar, covering it in blood. And to the south, seeds are planted around a stone growing into a large, healthy ash tree, while its roots snarl an evil-looking, black and gnarled tree.
So
Let's chop down the ash.
along the walls, what you had also found, because you kind of went forward and you kind of were peeking back and forth. There are at the east end of the church. So, yeah, at the far end of the church, there is an altar, and it's holding a lot of silver chalices. Gold and other stuff like that is sitting on there. There are a couple of people who are standing around this altar, as well as so there's people down at the other end, at the far end, over here. So there is. I'll do it this way. So there's a few people down here. One group went in here. One group went in here.
Back there.
You are
Heavy.
Skiddling the crap out of me.
yeah, and you are kind of like peeking around. That's how you saw this. There are a couple of people off on the end, and on either side of the door, along the single large stone taller than the investigators, is simplistic symbols etched into it, built into the section of the cobblestone walls as if the walls were built around it. There are ancient standings. So there are ancient standing stones on each of these points that have some of the simplistic symbols.
I'm very sorry.
Yes.
What did I miss?
Nothing. We just talked about what to catch up.
There's some standing stones.
There are some standing stones on the inside of the church, and it looks like the church was built around them.
Okay.
Each pointing on the north, east, south, and west parts of the church. Along the walls are numerous reliefs of murals depicting the Christian saints and biblical figures, of which are holding torches or smoking weapons. And at the far end of the church, where the die is, right next to the altar, there are people standing there. So while you guys went left and right, he went forward. He sees this.
He sees people.
He sees people. He sees the reliefs. He sees the stained windows.
They're real people.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's up to him to report.
I don't know. If I go touch all the gold first, apparently by Viking law, it's mine. So
All right.
I'm not going to.
You're going to go up to.
No, it isn't.
No.
It is not yours. It belongs to the chieftain. And the chieftain, as the ring giver, doles out the treasure.
I don't see him around. He doesn't even know about this bit.
Matter
No,
of fact,
I'm going to go report back and say, hey, we got some company.
by the way, in our investigation, like since we've come in, right? Have I seen any images of what I know to be the image of what the Vikings call the White Christ?
Yes.
There
is a bunch of reliefs of many of the Christian saints and other biblical people, but they're holding torches or it says smoking weapons.
Yeah.
So torches are smoking weapons.
But no image of the crucifixion.
Probably like beliefs and
Okay.
Not really.
Okay.
But it is a Catholic church. It is that. So there probably is something here,
Okay.
but not all the way around.
Okay.
There's more reliefs of people and things, and there are the standing stones with symbols written on them.
Olin, have you found something up ahead?
Yeah, there are people up there, and they're all clustered around some treasure, which I would like to get my hands on.
Do they look like the Paypar? Do they look like monks?
Yeah, they seem monk-like. I didn't notice any weapons offhand, but I didn't. I took a quick look and ducked back here.
Okay.
So what are you thinking, John? You good?
Yeah, I was just filling out some stuff on my character name and looking over stuff.
Yeah.
Wondering how I'm going to get involved, but we'll figure that out.
And then at the same time, you also have
Contains wheat.
we have to roll for whatever you leveled up. Unless
Yeah,
you did
I was doing that too. So
Okay.
I actually had some pretty good luck.
Yeah, I just saw the face,
Yeah.
so I was seeing if you had any questions.
Sorry. Okay, so it's basically Cthulhu Dark Ages, but it's basically just
We are Norsemen.
yeah.
We're Vikings.
No, I figured as much from what you were saying. No, I figured out that. My character's name is Dagmar Bjorn's daughter. Is it daughter or daughter?
Dottir.
Yeah.
Daughter.
Daughter.
All right.
You take the first name of the father,
Yeah.
and then you add either son or daughter, and that's your last name.
Yeah, that's usually two S's.
Yep.
Well, I figured, that's actually one of my grandmother's names.
Yeah.
Dagmar, not Bjorn. That would have been interesting. About it.
The former when I was working at the middle school, the former head of the special ed department for the district, her name was Dagmar Thomas.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You probably
what's funny?
you probably heard that name, Kevin.
Well, what was funny was at the time.
Thank you, Shane.
I think it was in the 1950s. My grandmother was kind of embarrassed by her name because there was a famous TV hostess of the time named who just went by the name Dagmar,
Okay.
and she had very prominent breasts, like very kind of large and pointy, and she didn't. So she was always kind of getting teased about it.
I remember in the 50s that was all the rage for the pinup girls, like torpedo
Yes.
type bras, pointy bras.
And in fact, do you remember the headlights of the time? How they were kind of shaped like the
Yeah. Yep.
They were actually nicknamed Dagmars because of that woman.
Oh my God.
But anyway, I digress. So okay, we're people in the Norse.
I am going. Shane. I'll wait till you're ready.
Okay.
I am going to move up to the front.
Mhm.
How many of these monks are there?
There are 3 monks right now that you can see.
Do I have any knowledge of the English tongue? The English tongue.
I don't know. Do you?
Is that one of your languages? Not me.
I have the accent. I don't have the tongue.
Should be on the second page, I think. Right? Second page.
Nothing that says anything about languages.
Because I didn't think anyone really did have the English tongue.
I mean, we're we're living in the Dane law, which means you have to understand that it wasn't a period of constant warfare. Once the Vikings had settled into their territory called the Danelaw, there was trade going on with the English. So I imagine that some people, some English would understand some Danish, and some Danish would understand some English. Because eventually, they all mixed.
Hmm.
I mean, the modern English people are a combination of mostly Anglo-Saxon with a little bit of Danish and a little bit of French Norman and a tiny bit of Celtic Britain.
See, the problem is over here. It doesn't really say that you guys can talk to them.
It's not like D&D where you have your list of languages that you can speak. There's common and there's yeah.
Well, they probably don't have anything in there for them to tell you. You can't talk to them because they don't have anything to say.
They took a vow of silence.
Yes.
Spock got bored.
Must have.
No more features.
No, I shut it off because he was starting to try to bite it.
That sounds about right.
Get tired of watching them. Just wanted to eat them.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really say that you guys can talk to them, but you can communicate with them. In
Okay.
a way. And I see how it says you can communicate with them, but
I am
can't.
going to. And they have their backs to us?
Well, right now you have to remember it's way down there, narrow thing. Everything's in torchlight. Beginning of the sun's only coming up, so there's not a lot of light coming in here.
I say to the others, I say, follow me.
There are torches on the wall.
And I'm going to hastily approach the monks.
No. So as you get closer, by the altar there are 3 monks, huddled around the body of an older robed man. Each of these monks are in one official robe, tie around the thing. They do have hair. They did not become
Tonsured.
Yeah, but they are more. To you, they look more scholared.
Okay.
They're holding on to their papers and they're holding on to their documents, and it a spear pins another dead. So you have one monk that of an older man. A spear is pinned into another dead monk, and up against a door at the back. Right, a spear pins a dead monk near a door in the back. So one of these 2 doors in the back.
So these monks are dead?
Nope, there's 3 standing monks and they're hanging around one dead monk, and there's another monk that's speared up against the door in the back.
Okay.
The way that it's said, it's weird. Yeah, and they're cuddling papers. They have no weapons on them, and you can hear them chanting and muttering and talking.
I approach the monk in the center. I grab him by
The dead monk or the third one?
the third monk.
Okay.
I grab him by the upper part of his robe and the back of his neck. I turn him around and I hold my sword to his throat. And I say, "Where is my father?"
He's holding up papers, and you hear, Allô, c'est ça, voilà. Je dis, ça va.
Father. Father. The Anglo-Saxon. Well, hold on. Hold on.
Maybe they don't speak English. No, you know what? You had enough.
Okay. Are you ready for this? The Old English or Anglo-Saxon word for father is father. Faeder. Father.
Okay.
The Norse word is pronounced the same way but spelled differently.
Okay.
Father. Okay? So I say father. And I go like this. As if like a long beard.
All right. With that, he gets. And between the three of them, they point to the dead one who's speared.
Does it look like my father?
No. But it does look like the door is open, and at that point in time, you do hear more. It's not screaming. It's you do hear your father's words, and it's more of a muttering, of a pleading,
Okay, so
a keening in the back,
I'll throw the monk down
and it goes down.
and
Okay, so on the side note, did you take the relics? The big piece of stone and the papers and the other stuff? Who's holding on to them?
who's the strongest
Because
among us?
it's a stone tablet, about the size of that. So it's
Well,
not
then-
something like you could distract.
Well, then what is
yourself.
your strength?
I have 60.
I have a 65. Kevin?
40.
Healer.
But for you, it's not Freya, it's not Odin. All of these things are
That has
wrong.
nothing to do with me.
But all of these,
Nothing I want.
all of this is wrong.
I'll have Sten, Tove, Berger, and Skard. See if they're capable of carrying that stuff.
Sure.
I mean, let's put it this way.
I'm going to say those characters are more back characters. They could be staying in the back.
Okay.
They could be going through all of that stuff in the background.
Let me put it to you this
It's
way.
more if you die, you become them.
In a Viking mentality,
Yes.
does any of that stuff that the monks we saw the monks with, does any of that like look valuable? Just to let you
Stone
know,
writing. Yeah, but stone writing.
would be meaningless to a Viking.
Runes.
Would the runes would be valuable. Parchment papers, rolled up scrolls would be
Celtic
meaningless.
wood carvings. St. Carico's writings with embossments and images that are all written into it. Roman records.
Were they carrying any books?
Latin. Well, these guys are carrying books and papers, but
Okay.
this is the stuff that you found in the hall before.
All right.
You found a large rune stone, which is about the size of the Oreo package, that had the description of Freya and everything else on it.
I would say that to their mentality,
It's an ornate piece of stone that has an image as well as the Norse talking about the episode of Sune visits Storgenblein.
okay, I would say to their mentality that would be the only thing of value.
Okay. Because the reason why I'm saying is because it is a big stone, and you can have one of the back characters go.
Were any of the monks carrying books?
No, but
Okay.
yes, the monks who are dead are not carrying anything anymore. It looks like these guys had picked up what those people were holding, because it looks like a book and a roll of paper that they're doing. But the ones that are still alive, he was holding up a book and a scroll while you put the sword up to him.
Okay, the book. What does the book look like? Just the outer cover.
Red leather bound book with Tree of Life on the front of it.
Any gemstones on the outside?
Roll me luck.
No.
No.
Okay.
You could check one of the dead people because the person who is on the ground is a more elderly person. It looks like he may have a couple of rings on his hands, but everyone give me a spot hit.
Fail.
No.
Passed.
And it looks like he has stuff under his robe.
Looks like what?
He's wearing some stuff underneath his robe.
Oh.
Or something.
Hmm.
It's like he's hiding stuff.
Let's go loot him.
I'm more concerned about finding my father. So I'm going to approach
You find a pendant
where I hear the sound of my father coming.
that matches standing stones.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
but there's a tree added.
Does he show it off?
I don't know. Are you holding up your plunder?
It is a silver pendant.
Ooh, silver.
Hmm.
Fancy.
There is also silver chalices, gold crosses. So here's your crosses. There is thurible. It's a thurible.
Can you show me the word?
It's a. I think it's the thing that you put incense in and it kind of.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Any one of you guys would know. There is a solid gold thurible.
All of those would be what the Vikings would take.
Yeah, and there's silver chalices, silver
Yep.
candlesticks, golden tray to put money in,
All of that.
and it's all on there. So who's grabbing that? Is anyone grabbing that as you're passing by? And these guys are standing back and they're going, and they see you take the pendant and go. But the reason why I was asking who was carrying the stone is because their eyes are on that stone.
I'm going to carry the stone.
Right. So the people who are carrying whoever's grabbing all the silver is going to have a problem with dex, and the one with yours is when you're attacking, you're carrying a 20-pound stone.
Okay.
Because think of a stone the size of that's all carved
Well,
in.
you know what? I think
That's what I'm saying. Are you carrying it, or
what I originally was going to say
the
was
background character?
I don't think taking any treasure now is of prime importance. I
That's
think
up to them. He lost a boat.
well
Yeah.
from me.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If you're carrying
No.
it,
No. I'm
why
not.
would you be carrying it?
No.
If they are carrying it because it is a runic symbol
Right.
and it is Old Norse, it is something of a language that you guys may not all know. The religion or the other might check it. You had a knowledge roll that you passed. It is a story of Freya.
You're absolutely right, and it may be of importance, but we can come back. Like this is just what I'm thinking of myself. I can come back if somebody doesn't pick it up.
Yeah,
I can come back and pick it up later.
That's why
Right now, I'm concerned about my father.
I know you are. That's why I'm putting it out there.
Right.
Who's carrying this? Is someone taking it with them? Would
I'm
you
keeping
get
this? So
Yeah. You have a silver pendant. There is also silver chalices. There are gold candlesticks. There is.
I don't have a very high strength, so I'm not carrying anything heavy. Anything heavy.
John?
I'll carry. Yes. Oh, I didn't know if I was actually part
Yes.
of it.
Yes, you've been there. You just haven't
Everyone.
been doing anything.
Oh, okay.
Except
They're
for
all
you.
there.
Okay.
There is gold candlesticks. There is a golden thing. There is silver chalices. Are you taking any of it?
I'll take.
If you want to take all of it, it says you need to make a dex check to make sure you can balance it on yourself or tie it right so you're not having problems.
Well, I do have a deck of 85, but
Oh. I'll let you do that.
By the
But-
gods, you're as fleet as Loki.
so you said there's what? Gold candlesticks, silver, gold.
Several gold silver chalices,
chalices.
2 golden candlesticks, a golden plate, and a golden thurible.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yes. But that's outside.
Okay.
No, that's inside because no animals are inside.
Well, I got a 35 for my dex roll. So. All right.
So what are you taking?
So you're taking it all? You're just putting 2 here, 2 here, 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's see. 2 gold candles. I won't be greedy. I'll just take the two candlesticks, 2
Okay.
chalices, and the plate.
All right. Just know it's going to weigh you down. So, and did anyone have the stone thing? Well, I'll say one of the people in the back had the
How
stone
old are they,
thing.
Kevin?
3.
So,
Still very young.
so one of them,
Just
So-
just out of kittenhood.
so one of the people in the back are wearing the stone thing, and you can see them keep their eyes on that.
Okay.
But they're trying to talk to you, and you don't understand them. There is a way to communicate with them, but it's dumb. So there is down, and there's up. Up, you most likely guess is the bell tower. Just you guys are Vikings. And down is down.
Where does do the sounds
Down.
down? Then I go down.
As I said, there's down where there is a person stuck with a spear through themselves up against the door, and the door is slightly open.
Okay.
So you're gonna go down. Are you guys following?
He's the leader.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
As
Alright.
you guys get to the door of the crypt, or door to this, there is loud shouts, commotion, screams from one of the other Vikings. Come up the stairs.
Okay. Do I recognize him?
Yes, this is Skarde.
Say Skarde. It is I, Aid. What troubles you? What has happened?
There is no response.
Huh?
There is no response.
Okay.
There is a small spiral staircase that goes down, and you hear this echoing up, and you hear yourself as it echoes down.
Okay. I grab him.
Who?
The man who's coming up.
No, the voices are coming up.
Oh,
You hear voices coming up.
I
the
thought
small
you said
spiral staircase.
a
No.
Viking comes up.
No, you hear voices coming up,
Okay.
and you called down. And all you hear that's coming up is noises.
So
The
continue.
noise that is more clear to you than all the other Vikings is Skarde, which is one of the Vikings that you can recognize. That is one of your father's favorites. That he's always belching and bellowing about how he can drink the most mead and
Okay.
other dumb stuff like that. But he has this low voice that carries on forever, and
So-
you hear him the most.
I am racing downstairs and,
Okay.
and asking the others to join me.
So you're racing downstairs. We'll get to you in a second. And you guys, well, you're putting stuff on you. You guys are going back and forth. Are you guys leaving these monks alone? Is anyone staying behind, or
What are they going to do?
I don't know? I'm just asking.
They don't have any weapons.
I'm
We're just looking for
asking.
stuff.
Ooh, can I make a threatening gesture at them and intimidate them?
Sure,
To the Viking mind, they are unarmed pacifists.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Are you leaving anyone to watch them, or are you just continuing on?
I fail. I fail my.
So you do this to them, and they don't understand.
Thank
It's
you.
really supposed to be this, or you do this, and it's really supposed to be this.
Maybe.
Yes, that's how it goes.
Oh man. Well,
But you think you did this horrible gesture to them and tell them
Yeah.
to stay.
Does anybody see? Did anybody see the Churchill movie with God, who played the Elephant Man? Judd Hurt.
Mhm.
It's
John
about Winston
Hurt.
Churchill. Huh?
John Hurt.
John Hurt. So what happened was there's a very famous picture in real life of Winston Churchill going like this. Okay, and he thinks because in World War II that was the V for victory, right? But he went like this. And some of the secretaries working for the military were laughing at him, and he said, "You know what do you find so funny?" And one of the girls explained to him, "Do you know what that means?" And he says, "No." He says, "That's peace, but when you go like this, it means shove it up your arse." And then that caused Winston Churchill to like laugh uncontrollably. But
This is downstairs.
He sees, because you guys are kind of looking back and forth and going, okay, and he
It's a
runs.
gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
Sorry,
He-
wrong thing.
and you run down. As you guys meander down, because you're following him, but you're not. As you said, you're at your own pace. You're taking your time. You're making sure you're safe. He bolted. As you guys go down, the spiral staircase opens up into a low-ceiling crypt. A wide room supported by 6 columns decorated with elaborate murals and stone coffins lining the north and south, or lining the north. The south mural, covered walls with west-facing wall completely barren. So, okay, that was all one run-on sentence. So 6 columns elaborate with elaborate murals. Stone coffins on the north wall. South has a mural across the wall, with the west and the east completely barren. Why didn't they just say it like that? Not no commas, no nothing. There is a cracked sigil in the center. In the center of the room, you see your father and 3 of his best people standing in a circle, facing outwards, weapons laying at their feet, holding their hands, armed raised, and facing and pointing their towards the ceiling. Mouths are open and their eyes are rolled back. So they're all, I don't know why they're saying. Facing outward. So they're all in a circle, facing out with their hands pointing up. You see no white of their eyes. Their weapons are at their found. Mouths are open, and they're just pointing. One's this way, one's this way, one's this way.
are there any other figures in the room that we see?
Nope.
What is it? If I look up,
You want to look up?
yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm not looking up.
Could I use an occult roll to see if I sense anything in this room?
Oh, there is one last Viking who's against the farthest column, holding his stomach and bleeding from the mouth. But they are pointing at a cracked sigil in the center of the ceiling of the room.
Okay.
So there is this circle emblem in here.
Okay. All right. So are we like?
But you're running and you see your father.
Right. So I'm descending stairs, correct?
You've gone down the stairs. You are in this room. In the center of the room, there's a sigil on the ceiling.
Mhm.
There are 4 Vikings around there, all of them pointing up to the sigil, eyes completely white.
So I scream out, "Father!" as loud as I can.
The sleeper has awakened.
And you just see him standing there.
I go up to him.
It looks like he's a lot more frail than you've ever seen him before.
I grab him
Mhm.
and I pull him out of the circle.
Want you to give me a strength check. Actually, you could do this with advantage. He's not really fighting back, so you could roll it twice.
Well, I made the first one.
See how well you do it. Ooh,
That was almost a hard success.
Yeah. Use up some luck if you want now. All right. So, I feel
My
like
rib is on him.
no. I think you grab his arms and you start pulling, and then you start pulling even harder, and he's not moving at all. And as you pull the thing, one of his arms just snaps at the bone, and his entire arm just flails. No, he's pointing up, so it just kind of flails down,
Mhm.
and it's broken completely down to the bone. He's not moving, and there's no reaction. I think you should give me a sanity roll.
Nope.
You get to lose D6 of sanity. This is odd and jarring, and it's something of your own family member.
1 point.
Okay. But you're screaming at your father. Your father is non-responsive. You've tried to pull him away from the circle. He's planted in the circle. Once again, he does look a little bit more withered. He's never looked as.
Does it look like a visible circle? A circle that's been drawn?
Well, there's a circle up there.
But how about on the
They're
floor?
matching. No.
No. So up ahead is a sigil. Correct?
Up above
There's
is
a cracked sigil on the ceiling.
Okay.
It's a big circle.
What does the sigil look like?
Get in there. Just a sigil. Crack sigil. Sigil. Crack sigil. Oh. Alright. That then. There you go. Enjoy it. As you guys finally get down there and you see him either starting to pull and yank at his father's arm that's pointing up, and you just see it snap.
Ew.
I don't know. I would say that would be a stress roll, but
Do any of these sigils look?
I think you could tell me if it looks the same.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, do any of these sigils look like the sigil that's on my shield? Because my most treasured possession is my shield, gifted to me by my father when I came of age. He painted its sigil himself, and you've been careful to never alter it when repainting. So the sigil that my father painted upon the shield that he gifted to me, which was once his shield, does the sigil that he put on the shield resemble any of these sigils?
Does not say. Probably something close. Maybe something that has been changed, but. Oh. It's close, but it's not the same.
Okay.
It looks like these are your sigils are newer Norse. This is probably something from oldest Norse. So it could have something that is connected.
I will tell some of my men to go and get that stone.
Guy has the stone.
Hmm?
I said the one guy has the stone, but you also have
Yep. Medallion.
the medallion, and it does have a couple of these things on it. But do you guys think that you would be stressed out that the father just like broke his arm and no?
It isn't saying anything.
Yeah.
Plus, we heard them screaming earlier.
Yeah.
Personally,
making
good
no
riddance,
noise
he
at all?
cost me my boat.
Don't care what happens.
I mean,
But if I need to roll something, I
Yeah.
will.
So I would at least say roll that because this is all your men.
I mean, I think that,
I mean,
you
my
know,
character doesn't really care that much about Forum either, so.
I mean,
Well, that's why you guys would only lose the D4 versus D6.
Say, he's just another failed old man. It says right here in my story.
Who, the chief?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I would say at least roll for sanity, but I don't think you guys are going to lose that much if you fail.
sure.
It's more you guys are running down after you heard the best and the bravest.
24.
All screaming.
I failed.
I failed.
Alright, so
A D4?
give me a D4. He had a D6,
Just one.
2.
Well, it's his dad, so it makes sense.
so just one.
Okay.
So yeah, so you don't really care, but it's still kind of stressful. You're in the middle of a raid.
Well,
You're,
and plus, it just seems very unnatural. You know, I mean, I suppose it would be one thing if we were, in the middle of battle or something.
yeah, but
You know.
literally as you saw him just like falling and like trying to get his
Yeah.
arm down and just the arm just snaps. And you're like, ooh. If you did a hard success, it would have been a both arms.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Rachel's having trouble with the
Uh-oh.
dog.
With the dog. Which dog?
They're fostering a dog.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay.
right. You don't follow
A
Facebook.
pity mix.
Okay.
We've had her for 2 weeks now. She's a cream puff. She's the sweetest thing on the face of the earth, but she won't get off the bed.
So because you guys don't really care, you can see one of your fellow compatriots off to the side, bleeding.
I'm going to go check him out.
I would give me a first aid roll.
Yeah. Mine's all.
I didn't pass, but it's really close, so.
Oh, how much
First
gold
aid.
do you have?
Yeah, I'm using 50. First aid.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to take my time and remove some of his
Hmm.
armor and leather and see if I can see if there's anything, because I can't. All I see is blood.
So you're pushing it?
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh.
So that time I did.
Nice.
hard.
That one is a hard success.
Cool. That's what you needed. So while you're sitting there and you're trying to do, and he's holding his guts, and he's like, "Ah." And he points over to Asker and goes, "Bastard struck me." Just out of nowhere. They just started turning around, screaming. They saw something. And he turned around and just started attacking his own men.
What happened?
I was performing first aid on the one that was over here, and he's saying that your father attacked his own men.
Okay.
Because you did a hard success, you keep him alive. He's still going about. And allowing him to explain that Askar smashed the sigil, then ordered the others into the circle to hold hands and pray to Freya. When Skarded asked Askar, the chieftain just shanked him and gutted him. All the rest of them have ended up the way that they have.
Okay, where's the guy with the stone that I told to get the stone?
Well, he was still upstairs. I guess you go send one of them up.
Okay.
One of them come up and they come down.
Okay, when he comes down with the stone, I am going to take the stone.
Actually, I have to do this. Alright, the three monks are holding their hands up, but they are following the guy with the stone.
Okay.
And they're like literally like following right behind him. And as they see this problem, you see them just start being frantic, screaming around, going over. One looks at the thing that your father had smashed.
Hold on. Hello?
The thing that his father had smashed.
Yeah.
And he's openly weeping. And you can see him like point to his notes and point to that and scream and
Okay, good. I was just calling.
Going back and forth.
Like how you could get her off. But if she's off the bed, then we're all set. Okay, bye-bye.
Your call has been forwarded to the automatic
sorry,
voice
Shane.
message.
Did I miss anything?
The monks were screaming.
The monks have come down. They see they see the thing, the original stone that was there that your father had smashed, and underneath the sigil. Oh my! It's saying around the sigil, so I guess it's on the floor, not the ceiling.
Mhm.
So there was something standing in the middle of the sigil. This thing is on the ground, so yes, there is a circle on the ground. Your father had told everyone to pray to Freya to clear, I guess, to clear the runes because he recognizes them.
Mhm.
And he said, pray to Freya to purify this land. And because the one guy at the far end said, no, why are we going to do that? Your father just stabbed him in the gut, sliced him open.
Okay.
And that's where he's keeping him alive. He's worse for wear. He is going to die. He's not well.
So, the monks who are going frantic,
Mm.
I'll approach them, and I'll go like this. I will, now, how can I put this to you? We speak different languages.
Yes.
But they're only vaguely different. There are, like, for example, if I say in German, if I say to you, "Come Sie hier," what does that sound like?
No, I know what it means.
You know what I mean? It sounds like "come here." If I say "Under Sie Boot," it's not.
But it also doesn't specifically state that these guys are speaking English versus Latin versus something else.
But if they live in England, they
no,
they-
I get it.
okay. So I'm going.
But it says that they are speaking different languages. It is hard to go.
I'm going to. So the stone.
Yes.
I'm gonna go like this,
And the one goes.
and then I point to the broken sigil, which is on the floor. You said, or on the ceiling.
Well, there's the thing that's on the ground, and there was something up in the center. And your
And I
father
point
smashed the
to
thing
and
in
I
the
point
center.
to that,
Whatever was in the center is unrecognizable anymore.
and then I look at them and I go like this. I go, and what do they do?
Hold on a second. There is a thing for this. Yay! Because they understand hand gestures and other, because as much as the language, whatever language they are speaking, it's not the language that you understand.
I also have attractive intense eyes, and I know how to use them. Your stare,
Okay.
Yes,
Your
these monks who have
Hey there.
celibacy
your stare
are moved by
causes
your eyes.
your stare causes most with passing interest in you to become much more interested.
Yes, these monks who
Well, hello there, father.
these monks who have chosen celibacy are so wooed by your blue eyes. They're like, oh, John Wayne. No, they look at you and they look at that and they go, and they look at that and they point at the writing and then they kind of show you that they're studying and they look at that and they go from that to the stone to that, and it looks like the one takes a piece of his cloth and like he wraps around the stone and he goes
Okay. Okay.
like he's trying to protect it and keep it.
So he does that. He does a gesture of that.
Yeah.
So I am I wearing a cloak?
Well, you're wearing your cloak and then your armor underneath over it.
Okay. So I unfasten the brooch from my cloak and I take my cloak and I wrap my cloak around the stone.
Yeah, and they go like don't, and they go.
I give him the stone.
And they go okay, and he like holds it and he keeps it and he goes and like he kind of opens it up and he's like checking to make sure like there's no damage on the stone, and there's a big sigh of relief.
I look at I touch his arm and then I gesture to the three people, including my father, and I go like this. I say, I look at him, gesture to them, look at him, and go, and then I go like this, like help.
They point at your father, and they point at the stone on the ground, and they go, so Savosa Kalava Zeus Kalava Savu. You can make a religion roll.
Oh, okay. I have 20%.
It's 60.
Oh, can't hurt.
Hard success.
51.
Are you rolling
failed.
d20s?
They're
do 2d10.
they're D10. They're 20-sided D10s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, how do you know which one's the 10?
Because I'm rolling the red
Okay.
as the.
Okay. Just making sure.
Do I make a roll as well?
Oh, figures now we get
Just
a good
the-
roll.
I know, right?
Hard success.
The way that he kind of described it was more like the power. Like you've seen some of these things before, where these Christians believe in souls, and you guys believe in an afterlife.
That's the first thing I thought was he's referring to the
where
soul.
something has left him and something has come into his body. But you're thinking like it's your father. There's nothing can happen to your father. He's right there. He's not dead. He's standing. Like you still have to remember, you're still in the middle of.
Well, Vikings
Some-
still believed in souls.
Hmm.
The soul of a warrior goes to Valhalla.
I was just more going with. You're more freaked out that
Right.
he's not dead. He didn't die in battle.
Right.
The way the Skarke has said that he attacked his own people. That he stabbed his own friend.
So
And
I
then
go
he said,
like
pray with Freya, and now he's not here anymore.
so I go like this to the priest. I go
Mhm.
I point to my father again, and then I go like this. I go, watch me. In other words, whatever's coming down,
Yeah.
how do I stop it? The first thing would be, does he
Yeah.
understand what I'm trying to tell him?
Well, I was gonna roll. That's what I was trying to see where it is. I understand where you're getting at. It's he does understand. And he kind of looks at you and he goes, and he kind of goes,
Yeah.
and then he points at the two double doors in the back, and he goes,
So we have to pray. So I go like this. I say, I myself, all of us. And what does he do?
and he goes, and he points to the double door in the back.
All right. So I gesture for him to lead. No? And I go like this. I go,
And he goes, and
like, why?
he saw that you took the silver thing, so he points to Zeus is Arafov, I Zovo, Alazov, go. Zeus,
Well, you have to put it back.
no,
What did you say, Max?
I think Kevin has to put it back.
Oh,
But
Let's
no.
He's pointing to the pendant, and he goes, me, and he says, here,
Oh.
and he goes,
can you guys make any sense of what you think he's trying to gesture to, or what he's trying to say?
me,
Okay.
I, wow.
The pendant has to go. The heart.
He's not worthy enough to pray with us. We're too cool for him.
I don't know.
Make an intelligence roll.
All right.
Knowledge or education.
Like Kevin, I can't figure it out.
Or knowledge.
Oh, my intelligence is 85, so.
Ooh. A 10.
All right.
A critical success.
Then you should understand him.
He's too low on the totem pole
To pray?
to go see whatever's beyond the doors. The guy with the pendant was an elder.
Beyond what doors?
You're over here.
We're in the basement right now.
Oh.
Or wherever.
There's the staircase and there's two double doors on that front.
Doesn't show it over here.
All right.
It just says.
I think it's just looks like just stone.
I'll approach the double doors.
Okay, sorry. There is a tapestry in the way.
Oh, okay. Tapestry?
So he points at the tapestry, and in the tapestry there is a scene. Behind the scene, that I'm just going to say part of it is pushed off to the side because of the fighting. You could see the doors.
There's something behind there.
What is the scene in the tapestry?
Hold on, I got that. Ooh, even better. Because you're going at the tapestry, I need you to make me a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Uh-oh.
We have 0.
Well, technically everyone has like 1 or 2. Where there's nothing. Oh, 0%.
Yeah, we all have 0.
So if you critically get this, you get it.
So we got to roll a 0?
Or 1.
Roll wicked
You have to
low.
roll a 1.
Nope.
You get a critical.
Nope.
Alright.
No.
As they say in Rhode
Alright,
Island,
so
wicked
So
low.
as you're looking at this mural, there is Roman legionnaires, which you guys could understand, has smoking swords marching towards a barren field with a tree in it. They are, but as you start looking at it, the tree has, or in front of the tree is still part of the monks, but the monks are slowly decaying away. And as you physically see, as you get closer to the mural, you can see flesh and other stuff like that falling off of the mural in the back. It looks like they're just slowly decaying. One's marching around the tree, and as it starts marching along, one of the legs fall off. So the leg goes, and it looks like it falls out of the mural, and another chunk of it falls down.
Like, is this actually moving in front of us?
Yes.
Actively?
Because you all failed your Cthulhu Mythos. You would have, if you got a crit, it's dumb because it asks you to roll a crit. You would have learned something about a certain god. If not, horrible things happen. And these monks who were in the carved relief are being affected by the smoke that the Roman legionnaires are going and marching towards, and the smoke is wafting over, and it's just murdering and killing everything in front of it. Fields, people, things, but mainly these 3 or 4 monks are just falling into pieces, and parts of its face falls out, and an eye falls out, and you can see pieces and parts of all of these monks just coming out of the tapestry until you just kind of hear a splat as the tree grows more. And then in a blink of an eye, it's gone.
Okay.
And I need you guys to make me a sanity check. I don't know why they wanted you to try to crit on a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
2.
I passed.
12.
I made my sanity check. Cthulhu Mythos I did not
If you
make.
fail, it's a D4. If you pass, it's 1.
Okay.
I get a 2, and still have to take 1 point of damage.
Shane? I have to. I really have to get going.
So we will stop there. Because
Okay.
It is 10:05.
Thank you, Shane.
All I will say is,
Dr.
as you
Shane.
walk up to the wall, and you see the door, now you see the doors. You see that it is actual doors, not wood paneling. You hear rhythmic thumping, muttering, and chanting behind this door.
Okay.
After seeing that horrible thing, are you guys going to open up the door? Or are you not? We'll find out next time.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
I am a chieftain's son.
So how was
I
that?
shall shirk from nothing. That was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
From what I got of it, it was cool.
I like Cthulhu and I like Vikings. So it's a combination of my 2 favorite
In a
things.
happy place. Huh?
Yeah.
And just know this is where it starts getting dangerous.
Thor is my favorite comic book character.
Nice.
I see.
So, once again, as long as we keep the story moving, you guys gain this thing.
And what these Norsemen are actually experiencing right now is what Bill in the 1920s is reading about, correct?
Yes, I'm reading this to you.
Yeah, you guys are all
Like a bedtime story.
experiencing. So you guys are all experiencing this in real time. you guys are feeling the fear and learning this. And it probably takes about a chat because of how long and how this is going, and you guys are transcribing these words from whatever language it is to English. It is taking your time to read this.
Okay.
But while this is happening, roll me d4.
4.
Almost 3 days have passed in real time.
Whoa.
You guys have not stopped. You guys are feverish and you're going.
We're just
They are in
translating.
IVs. You guys are translating.
Okay.
But no one has stopped you. No one has come in. No one has affected the real world. You guys are stuck in transcribing this and learning from either your perspective or technically whoever the survivor is who wrote this.
Okay.
Survivor.
Yeah.
Who survived and found the thing at the end.
The thing.
So you are transcribing this. And this is why the books in Cthulhu make you so crazy. Because you are transcribing this and learning these things.
It's such a process.
In first person point of view, in mental person view, in just how it's breaking the world where you're learning this. And this is an actual journal of
Kevin,
Norsemen
do you have
Yeah.
an elastic?
who is talking to you and saying, this is what happened.
This is what happened to me.
This is
and my family.
100% what happened. Here are the records.
Thank you
Here's
very
the
much.
drawings. This is first-hand sketching, but the book's in human skin.
Ugh.
Or bound in human skin, written in blood.
Ew.
So, all of this is happening in blood, in bone,
Ugh.
and you guys are transcribing this book, and it's perpetually dark at night. Every time you look out, it looks about the same time. You're waking up, and you're like, oh, it's still 3 o'clock. Oh, it's still 3 o'clock. Oh, it hasn't been that long. It's been the next day.
The question is,
Oh, man.
would we be able to discern something
Alright,
written
I do
on
have to run. I
Okay.
love you
Yeah.
all. You people rock.
Take care.
Next week.
Take care, Max. Have a great week.
Would we?
Would we be able to discern something written on human skin from something written on sheepskin? Because most things back then were written on vellum, which was just sheep or goat skin.
Sheepskin that was canned, ammonified satin
Right.
piss became so thin that it is. But the British records for Parliament still put their stuff on vellum. There's only 1 or 2 places that they can get official vellum anymore.
Right.
So, and it takes 100 sheep to make a book.
Yeah. Yeah. And it takes a long time for the vellum
So-
to cure before you're actually able to use it to write on.
So they will never. So the people say that they have found a job that they will never lose the money because they have to write a 3 to 4 foot document, which meant that they have to sew sheep together.
All the Icelandic sagas.
Well, because it's this way, because it can't go along the stomach, it has to be long. So they have to sew these sheets together because it's full scrolls
Right.
Oh,
for all sheeps.
Sheep. Bah. They didn't use paper. They wrote them on animal skin. All the Icelandic sagas are written on vellum, and the Eddas, the Elda Edda and the Poetic Edda.
Yeah, but that's still going on today. They're still
Yeah.
writing stuff on
Yeah.
vellum.
Shane, that was awesome.
Okay.
That was really cool. I loved so much getting back into the Vikings.
Fine.
Next week I'll bring that book and I'll bring some figures too, just in case we need them.
I just forgot the one thing.
Are we
I believe so.
good for
Next
next week?
Yeah.
Should be.
Okay.
It's not Thanksgiving yet. It's
Right.
close to Black Friday, so.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, it's the week of Thanksgiving, but.
Well, I wish all of you guys a good week. Stay safe, stay healthy. Kevin, are you going to be